Hello. Okay, sorry about that. I had to fiddle with my mic a little bit. We had some mic-related shenanigans. But hopefully that sounds okay. Music getting quieter and quieter. Yeah, the music's getting quieter and quieter, because that was me. Okay, so I turned it down. I turned down the music. I turned down the music. And then I was like, oh, I'll turn on my mic. I turned on my mic and it didn't work. Holy moly, what is this? I've recently started playing F-Zero 99 and I really love it so far. It's not the new game everyone was hoping for, but it seems to be a fun, easily accessible means of introducing new people to the series. That is good. We want that to happen. And also, thank you for the sub. And also, yes. This is Pikachu surfing out of a CRT. I wear it in the new Pokemon video too. That's coming along nicely. It's going to be about 33 minutes long, and I have everything up to the, like, 17-minute mark done, which is, like... That's, like, half? Yeah, basically. But yeah. So, now, we need to establish some things. So, this is, like, sort of kind of a Tomodachi stream. Sort of kind of. Right? Sort of kind of. I followed you for like 6 months with notifs on, and this is the first time you've streamed when I haven't been busy. God, I feel that. I feel that. But thank you very much for dropping by. It is very much appreciated. Do you have the Tekken Tag 1 OST on the playlist? Yes, I do. Some of it. I have, I think, Ogre's theme? And it'll come to me any minute now. The one, the good one. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Zayu? I don't fucking know. Zayu? I don't know. Something like that. But anyways, now we need to talk about how we're going to go about this, okay? Because this stream is going to introduce something that I don't think I've ever done, okay? So here's the deal. First off, the volume's okay, right? Like, is the music too quiet? Am I too loud? Shayu, thank you. So, what's the deal with that? Do I need to get turned up, or are we good? I fucked up my headphones, I'm sorry. It's too quiet. No problem. That is fine. I know we had some audio shenanigans yesterday. So, no issue. Better mic volume yesterday. Yeah, that was really bizarre how that ended up happening. I don't really know what the deal is with that. Wow, my hair looks fucked up. There we go. That'll do. That changed nothing, but it's fine. Yellowing time. So, here's how we're gonna go about this. Let me bring up the... You know what, I don't want this shit in my ears, actually. I just want it gone. I don't want anything in my ears. I'm sorry. Here we go. We're gonna go to the live scene. And you might notice that I have chat. Holy moly, I know, I've got chat right there. And you might also notice that it's not only do I have chat, but it's like actually my like window, right? My window. And you might be like, why are you doing that instead of like what you would normally do? Because I know what people normally do is that they have a... Oh, I should also mention this tier list is by Ace of Jades. I didn't make this. Ace of Jades made this. So the reason I've done the chat like this, where it's like actually the window, instead of just, you know, yeah, they did a great job on this. It's an order of items added too. So the reason the tier list is going to be like this is... Sorry, the reason chat is here like this is so you can see when we're doing a poll. You know what I mean? Because I don't think those, like, those things that... Because, you know, like, there are those things that allow you to have chat on stream. I don't think they show polls, though. Oh, you know what I just realized? There's a tier that I forgot to add. My bad. 1 minute. Okay. Here we go. So, current ranking. Hi Ma, hi VOD, I know. Now, one thing as well, I do have to let you guys know, okay, this is important. This is the first time we've ever had chat on stream. And the first time we're ever going to have chat in the VOD. I'm just going to ask you guys to behave yourself, okay? Alright? Because if something gets hidden, it's gonna come up. Okay? So I'm gonna need all you to behave. I've always considered myself to have... I've always felt that I have a generally very well-behaved chat. You know what I mean? Right? I think all things considered, I've got a fairly well-behaved chat. You know what I mean? Right? It's not like oh, I just realized I have my headphones right next to the mics. That's really annoying. Sorry, my bad. So, you know, like, all things considered, you guys are very well behaved, right? You're not like big streamer chats where it's just genuinely fucking incomprehensible. You feel me? It's not like, you know, it's not like Vinny's chat, Vinny Vinesauce's chat, where everything's fine until it isn't, right? Like, chat's completely normal, and then, like, I don't know, like, fucking Rabbit Peach shows up, and chat is just gone. There's no saving them. It's not like... You're not like Ramola's chat, where you're maintaining, like, a perfect 50-50 balance between, like, bullying me and... You're maintaining a 50-50 balance between, like, bullying me and, like, saying the most out-of-pocket shit ever, right? You're just like, wow, Yellow, this tier list fucking sucks. Also, my boss told me to go home for barking too much. Also, that reminds me. Let me move the alerts. There we go. Every time I forget to move the alerts. And also, Sheergrub, thank you for the sub. That was very nice of you. That's a good name, by the way. Sheergrub is a good name. A good name. So, let's fucking go. First things first. Me. Okay? I was the first Islander added. Oh, hi Big Yellow, huge fan of your YouTube content. This is my first time checking out one of your streams live. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I know my timeliner is kind of funny and wacky. So, can you take Daisy off the screen, please? It's hard to behave. No, because we're doing them in order. Daisy's just along for the ride, I'm sorry. Okay, I wish I could sub, but I'm poor. Don't feel any stress, like you have to or anything like that. Obviously, it is appreciated when people do it, but I would hate for people to feel any kind of pressure or anything. Okay, so, and I want to say as well, I'm not, okay, so listen, I will be talking about these characters as we rank them, okay? But I want you guys to be honest. I want you to vote with your heart, okay? Shit, we gotta save Randy already. We'll have to do that. I want you guys to vote as you feel, okay? I know it's very tempting when the YouTuber says something to just go, oh yes, the YouTuber said something, I will agree with them. but at the same time, I do have to talk, because otherwise, while the vote is going on, it would just be dead silence, and that's boring. So let's rank me, and then we'll save Randy. Okay, so how do we do this again? /poll. Huge. Oh, I can't press enter now? Okay, I gotta do that? Okay. Oh, that's vain that I have to do it every single time. What are we thinking? 2 minutes or 1 minute? I think 1 minute's fine. Okay, so Big Yellow. Me. That's me. And then obviously boom. See, people can be saying anything in chat right now and I wouldn't know. So, where am I going? I'm very curious. So go on, walk away. I'm not gonna, like, say where I would rank my me, because I just, you know, I feel like that's something I should just not contribute to, if you get me. It's just out of my hands. It's just out of my hands. Please take Ed Sheeran off the screen. I cannot take the murderous rage. You're a cursed witch of the Caucasia West. You're so right. 2 minute? I mean, I'll do 2x for the next one. No, I'm not at the top of the tier list. Leave me alone. This is different. Just because I'm at the top, it's different. Dog Walker should be C for critic. That's the first person I've say, like, give critic anything higher than, like, D, which is kind of wild. I'm curious where I end up. I feel like I'm gonna end up in A or B. Because I'm not an S tier Islander, right? I'm not. I don't think I've gotten up to enough. What the fuck? 50% for S. Can I see the results? Whoo! Shit, I kind of thought I'd end up in B. I won't lie. We only got a single B? A single B. I'm surprised that you guys gave me S. I'm shocked. I don't think my me deserves S. But who am I? Who am I to disagree? This is gonna look so stupid. This is gonna look so silly. You know what's so fucking annoying, dude? You know what's so fucking annoying? Now, if someone comes in, they're gonna be like, oh, this is my tier list that I came up with on my own, and I put myself at the very top. God damn it, dude. There. Okay, also, we'll save Randy. That's important. We'll save Randy. It is Randy time. You know what's funny as well? I checked my, my stats later. What was that stare? What was wrong with the stare? What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that? Okay, so anyway, Crystal for Randy, and I've got a backup one just in case. The NP stare. There we go. He's got 4 of them. Happy for him. So there we go. Let's go back. Okay. This selection of characters is the Islanders from the Tomodachi streams, right? Actually, you know what? Evermore, you make a good point. My me has been engaged in some funny things, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, there's... Dumping Dog is, like, huge. Dumping Dog is a massive one. And then the Oro incident was good. I feel like there's probably some other good shit my me did. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but... Dog... Brother of the Joker, Walker. Who did you ghost again? Peter Griffin. I did ghost Peter Griffin, you're right. That's a really good bit. I really like when I ghosted Peter Griffin. That's a good bit. Yeah, that's a good one. Shit, I ain't that bad. The Oro incident. Oro is my 140-year-old he-him lesbian husband. Can we make extra tiers? No, I think this is fine. Yeah, it's weird to see me doing an actual tier list. Right? I usually don't do actual tier lists. Right? My tier lists are usually like, oh, fucking would run you over with a would run you over for $6 and eat spaghetti with their hands. You know? It's weird to see me doing an actual tier list. Melvin. Yeah, we gotta add Melvin, Brother of the Joker. I would do that, actually. Adding Melvin, Brother of the Joker is a really good idea. I'm down to do that. Okay, so... /poll. God, it's so lame that I can't. There we go. So, question. Nostalgia critic. It's really... I hate that I have to type these out every time. It's, like, not that hard, but it still pisses me off. Okay. Let's do a 2-minute poll. So people can really think about this one. So people can really, really think about this. Hey, Lois, remember when non-binary streamer Big Yellow ghosted me? I love that. No, Dog Walker has so many classics. I think my favorite one is the intro to the Lorax review. That one is kind of beautiful. There we go. Unanimous. Oh my god. I don't want to... No, I'm not going to peek. I'm going to wait till the very end to look at the results. I just want it... I just want to let it rock. I just want to let it rock. Where he poses... Where he Akuma poses in front of the MS Paint building? Oh my god. No, is he going straight to D? There's no shot he's going straight to D. I kind of figured he'd end up in D tier. I kind of figured out he'd ended up in D tier. I've seen the thing about the two of them having a shockingly big Japanese audience. That's so fucking cool. That was a big slurpy sip. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to slurp so bad. I'm sorry. Admittedly, I would put Nostalgia Critic in D. He's not my least favorite Islander, obviously. Like, there's... Like, in my personal tier list I did, there's a Mario tier. Okay? There is a Mario tier. I've seen the combos, they're so fucking good. But, yeah, I would admittedly put him... Yeah, and there's also the fact you have to give him some amount of credit for being funny. Doug is great to hate. Yeah, exactly. As a me. I feel like I get a little bit... I do worry sometimes if I, like, get a little bit too, like, fucked up and parasocial with how much I bully Doug on the island. But it's working out. It's working out. No, I don't think that... Doug is not homophobic IRL. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not sure if... He did do something bad, like, a couple years ago, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, shit. We're nearly done, dude. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. I wonder... 71% D tier. That is a smaller majority than I was expecting. He had a very weird pronoun slash transitioning joke in the Venom review. Oh, did he? I did not know that. See, the thing is with Doug, though, well, obviously, maybe it's weirder than it might be weirder than I think. If Doug did that, I would chalk it up less to him being, like, queerphobic, and more to him just not understanding anything. Right? Like, maybe it's just a fucked up attempt, like, maybe it's an attempt at a dad joke that he just fucked up. Then, that being said, I don't know what the joke is. No one... Who's this? Who is this? Who are you? Who are you? That's it, the mismanagement and the workplace abuse, that's the one, yeah. Who's this? Who's this S tier? Who's this S tier? I think the vote for the A tier is even funnier. Right? Venom keeps switching between me and us when referring to itself. And Eddie Brock and Doug pointed that out and was then, maybe he was transitioning. Which, yeah, not awful, but just really strange and out of pocket. Which is kind of still really good, I think. Well, not really good, but it's just very Doug. Yeah, no one thought this guy was B tier, which is very funny. I'm sorry, Doug. I'm sorry. Straight to D tier with you. Enjoy it. I'm not surprised. I thought it would be a bigger majority than 71, though. I won't argue. Urien. For me, this would be if this was my own personal tier list, this would be the first S tier. I think Urien's a great Islander. Urien's weird, right? Because Urien doesn't get up to a whole lot. I feel like Urien is very... He's quite... How do I put this? Urien's very... He's quite a subdued Islander, I think. A lot of the things he gets up to aren't all that crazy. But he's a fantastic background character because he compares really well to other Islanders, you know? He's been around since the beginning. He's got a lot of friends. He hasn't gotten up to anything that funny. But he's living his best life, yeah, right? And he's got there's something very powerful about him, right? Yeah, he's reliable and nice. He's got, I mean, we ended Season 2, if you don't want to be spoiled, run away right now and come back in, like, 12 seconds. We ended Season 2 with him and Sephiroth announcing their third child. Which is crazy. No, they're the only couple on the island with 2 kids. Right? In the nicest way possible, he's just there. That's actually a really good way of putting it. I stopped watching VGC finals for this. Hell yeah. The real competitive metagame that needs discussing. This is serious business. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Urien. And he does have some funny moments. I remember there's that bit where he and Sephiroth go clothes shopping immediately after their child leaves. That's funny. That's funny and quirky. I like that. All the shit with the mirror and the punch bag, I like that. He's good. He's just a really solid character. And I think it says a lot as well that he's a legacy character. He's an early Season 1 character. I'm still excited to see what he gets up to in Season 3. The more I think the way I'm talking about it doesn't really sell him as an S tier character, which is where I would put him. But I kind of love him. I think he's brilliant. The poll is very nearly up. This is going to be exciting. This is exciting and beautiful. Where is Urien going? I'm actually not sure. I know it's S or A. It's S or A, right? S or A. A tier. With a 53% majority. Interesting. S... I thought S would be more than that. Who are these two people? Oh. Who do you think you are? Urien in C tier? What, is this 2001? Before we found all the unblockable shit? Oh my goodness. A fits though. I was expecting it to be a little closer between S and A, but this fits. This fits. I can see it. Anyways. If it were just Season 1, I think it'd be S. That's actually a good point. That's actually a very interesting point. I don't think he didn't do a ton in Season 2. Again, he is like a legacy character. Next up, Sephiroth. Oh, fuck, dude. DMC2 GOAT. Thank you. Guys, this is a bit embarrassing. I'm probably... Can we just say... Would you guys be mean to me if I just type Seph? No, I can spell it. I'm so gonna spell this wrong, but whatever. I'm interested in this. I'm not sure where I would put Sephiroth, actually. I'm genuinely not sure where I would put Sephiroth. For me, Sephiroth is either A or B. Like, for me, Urien is S or A, Sephiroth is A or B. Yeah, it feels like Sephiroth hasn't gotten up to as much as Urien, who already hasn't gotten up to a ton. But there is something genuinely endearing about Sephiroth. I think it's interesting that Sephiroth is, by a mile, one of the most normal islanders. Right? I think that's kind of endearing. And I think, again, I think Sephiroth and Urien not getting up to a whole lot is actually quite charming. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they need to be an A tier together. I think that's the way. I think that is the way. But that being said, I would not be shocked at B tier. Because I do think Sephiroth has just gotten up to less than Urien. Deloony Mooney, that's a funny name. That sounds like a shitty Irish cartoon that was made on a budget of like €30 an episode. I don't know why. Yeah, no, it does. It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. See, the thing with Sephiroth is it's like Urien and Sephiroth not getting up to a whole lot and being very normal, I think is extremely fitting. And good. Right? Because they are, again, by a mile, they're the most normal couple on the island. They have a very healthy relationship. There's no gossip to be had about them the way there is with, like, Juri and Ed Sheeran. Right? You're not checking in on them 24/7 to, like, oogle at them like Bridget and Soul. Right? They're just a married couple. They're gonna be, like, well into their 70s, still deeply in love, sitting out on the front porch. Right? Drinking like a gin and tonic on the porch in a rocking chair. They're happy. A tier. Whoa! Wait, A tier with a bigger majority than. Yeah, this is kind of what I expected. There was definitely more of a lean towards B. Less C tier votes than Urien though. But this is what I expected. This is absolutely what I expected. They're in love. I'm happy for them. Good. Freddy Fazbear. This is interesting. This is without a doubt our first haha funny islander. Our first islander who has basically no purpose other than just being funny and goofy. Because Freddy isn't evil, you know? He doesn't really have a lore the way that the Brickster or Dog Walker has. But he's just kind of really funny. Yeah, I'm B. Second easiest S tier on the list. He's a B, S. You know what's crazy? I could see Freddy ending up in any tier except for D. I don't think you can put Freddy in D tier. Oh yeah, the Mario icon is brilliant. Again, Ace of Jades made this tier list, and I'm very thankful for it. And I'm very thankful they did it in order of the characters being added too. That's a really good touch. Also, I'm just thinking as well, I think when we're getting very near the end, we might do 1-minute votes for like characters like Marissa and Phoenix, who haven't done a whole lot. Granted, he has some very funny moments, right? He has the "Please look inside my tummy" from season 1. I fucking love that. I love that. It got me good. He has the whole incident with Peter Griffin in the airstrike. Oh, Peter sending out a fake nuke. I love that one. I saw Crypto Luigi and immediately heard his voice in my head. I'm really excited to get to Molandina. I know Molandina is like a later edition, but I'm very curious where Molandina ends up. Because I've seen mixed opinions on Molandina, actually. Freddy is very funny, but a bit subdued, like the villain couple in A tier, which is why I put him there. Yeah, the tower plot is brilliant. Freddy is like, he's getting up to fucked up stuff, but he doesn't strike me as evil, right? You get me? He doesn't strike me as evil. I feel like the later characters are more going to be judged by how the actual characters are, rather than their role in Tomodachi life. What I feel like that might be is, like, we might end up ranking them more so on what we hope they get up to, right? Like, yeah, we're gonna... Phoenix Wright goes into S tier because we just really, really hope that he and Edgeworth kiss in Season 3. Freddy is the melee DK of the island. B! I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. I kind of thought... Wow! Okay, so S is second to B. That's interesting. That's interesting. I did not see that coming, but I think it makes sense. Buddy isn't a very impactful islander. There's not much lore to him, but he is a source of some very, very funny moments. That being said, he is actually occasionally quite rude. He is occasionally quite rude to me. I remember that. He was occasionally quite rude. That was a factor. Now. Interesting one. Soul Badguy. Soul the bad guy. Okay. For me, this is... Well, you know, I won't say it right away. Because I don't want to, like, let my fucking bias seep through. Soul Badguy. Soul Badguy's an easy S. For me, I think he's more of an... Soul does kind of play second fiddle to Bridget. I think in Season 2, maybe. I think in Season 2, maybe. Soul kind of does play second fiddle to Bridget a bit. But in its own way, that's still good, because he is actually a great partner. It's really nice seeing how like, genuinely happy and healthy of a couple he and Bridget are. And, like, I know they haven't had a kid yet, but I like the idea that they might not. Maybe they're just happy being together, right? You get me? Maybe they're just genuinely happy being together and they don't want kids. And there is all the facts, there is also the fact that, like, oh shit, is this Objectum 2000? Oh, I want to hear this. What the fuck is this song? I didn't know this was in my playlist. What the fuck? This is really good. Ooh. Damn. I don't remember adding this to my playlist. How the fuck did this get in here? Oh my god. Sorry, what was I talking about? Oh, never mind, I do. Never mind. I think Soul Badguy, before getting with Bridget, he's still good. Because he was really funny. Right? Soul is either a bit of a background character, but great partner to Bridget, or very funny. His introduction is one of the absolute best in the entire series. He has one of the absolute best introductions in the series, right? The whole showing up, saying he likes to use his brain, asking to borrow $100, that's incredible. I'm curious where he ends up. A, with 57%. How close was S? This is very similar to one we've had before, I think. But I totally agree. I think Soul Badguy is an A tier. There's a wiki for this series? That would be the coolest fucking thing. If there's like a wiki for the Tomodachi things. I'm sorry, but... Big Yellow, I'm sorry, but you're joining the background of BTD6 again. You say that like it's disrespectful. I'm honored. I'm honored to be a part in your BTD6 experience, honestly. I agree, he's great, but not S tier great. Also, for the record, none of these are ordered. Who had the thinks about toilet? Please look inside my stomach moment again. That was Urien. Which is, again, Urien does have some, like, here and there funny moments. Chun-Li. This is the first character where I well and truly have no fucking clue where they're gonna end up. Chun is really weird. Because I think in Season 1, she's a very easy seed hit. Season 1 Chun is, like, not interesting. But she really picks up in Season 2. Season 2 Chun does a lot for me. She has some brilliant moments. I like how she interacts with 5V. A lot. There's also the whole arc with Mario. She's so boring and doesn't do anything. I don't know. I would actually disagree a bit. I I think Season 1 Chun is absolutely boring. I agree. Season 1 Chun, boring. She does practically nothing. The only thing I remember is putting her in weird outfits that don't really work. Right? But Season 2 Chun is really funny. I like Season 2 Chun. Granted, she needs other characters. She needs other characters. I couldn't tell you a single thing about her personality. Right? Chun on her own is a very nothing character. But like I said, Chun bounces off characters like 5V and Mario really well. I really like her interactions with 5V. The whole arc with Mario is one of my favorite bits in Season 2. Her redemption, yeah, C+. I completely agree. C+, she's a very C+, B- character. Yeah, she needs other characters to bounce off. And there's also the fact that other than that, I can't think of a whole lot she's done. I can't remember her coming up in Quirky Questions. I can't remember her doing anything in, like, Dreams or anything. There is that bit where she's at the... There was nearly a really good bit with Chun. There's nearly a really good bit with Chun, right? There's nearly... Do you remember... I forget which episode it is, but in Season 2 there's a bit where she's eating cake by herself in the, cafe, and Sean is staring through the window at her. But unfortunately, it's 2i Sean. If that was 3S Sean, that would have been, like, an incredible bit, but... You know... I could see this going either way. Oh yeah, Yata. Yata. There is Yata as well. Quirky Questions is 100% rigged. Quirky Questions is so fucking funny sometimes. I actually don't know where she's going. What the fuck? No! We've got a perfect tie? I can't believe it. Okay. And no S or A. Okay, guys, I don't know. You might disagree with this. I'm going to put her in C. Because even though we got an equal amount of votes for B and C, there's 1 vote for D tier. So I think that pulls her down, right? Does that make sense? Or what? What do we think? Is that valid? I think that's fair, because there's a single D tier vote dragging her down. Make C+ tier? Oh, things are gonna get messy, though. Things are gonna get messy, though. Listen, we know deep down. We know deep down. We know deep down. Make her top of C. Oh, I don't want to order these, though. Because I guarantee you, if we add another tier, she's going to be the only character in that tier, and that's going to be weird, I think. I think this makes sense. I think C, with us knowing that she's a high C, I think that would do. I think that would do. Yeah, so, yeah, she's the queen of C. I can't believe there wouldn't... The fact there was no A or S as well is really funny to me. No new tiers. I like this, yeah. Peter freaking Griffin. Oh my gosh. I have very mixed thoughts on Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin has some things that hold him back. I'm so fucking stupid. Sorry. I think the big thing Peter has going against him, is the fight with Bridget in Season 1. That one drags him back a bit. I have seen a lot of people share that opinion, Gemma. A lot of people have been of the opinion that Peter Griffin's fight with Bridget holds him back, right? That has actually, like, severely hurt him for some people. Peter is like Freddy if he did more. I actually totally agree. I think he's like a B+ A- character. He has some weird relationship stuff too. I think Peter has tried to confess twice, I believe. I believe he tried to confess to Triangle. Peter sucks, but he's so entertaining. That's like one of the best ways of putting it. Like, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, there is the issue of him getting in a fight with Bridget. But he does develop a lot near the end. He has some nice moments. He's a part of the only they didn't show up on the island, which is one of my absolute favorite bits in the entire series. God, it's so weird that I'm the only S tier. It's so weird that I'm the only S tier. Damn. Oh, hell no, he eating the noodle. I would eat a noodle. Still bad, but not as bad. I think he might have some very funny moments on Quirky Questions as well. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but he's got some. He probably says some really out of pocket shit in Quirky Questions. Oh, everything outside of the Bridget thing is fine in my opinion, and also, as rude as it was to get in a fight with Bridget and not forgive her, it does lead into the Freddy Fazbear airstrike incident, which is really funny. I don't know. I'm very torn on Peter Griffin. For me, he's like B+, A-. I'm really torn. I think he is extremely funny. A tier. We've got another A tier. I think A tier is going to end up being packed. Wow. Whoa, what a mix, actually. This is interesting. I'm surprised that B and D are tied. But I totally agree. I think Peter Griffin has the potential to be A tier. Peter was transphobic to Bridget. Now that I would disagree with. I don't think he was transphobic necessarily. We know they had a fight. We know that they had a fight. But I don't think we can go that far. Who's to say what the fight was over? Right? Who's to say? Who's to say? This one kind of stings a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Scrunguschu. I apologize. Scrunguschu is a character that could have been something great. But Scrunguschu is severely held back by one unfortunate quirk of Tomodachi life. Scrungus is C? I agree. Yep, no, Scrungus is with us in spirit. The biggest thing holding Scrunguschu back, in my opinion, is the walk speed. Because Scrunguschu has the lowest speed, interacting with them is awful. You never want, like, even though Scrunguschu has some funny bits, they're quite infrequent because you never actually want to check in on Scrunguschu. Because their slow move speed makes everything just like a massive drag. That's the funniest part. Okay, maybe, you could look at it like that. For me, Scrunguschu is a straight C tier. Just straight C. Not like C plus B minus, just straight C. That's where I would put Scrunguschu. Again, some funny moments. Honestly, you could do Scrungus and Triangle into the same vote because I feel like they're the same character. I see it. I see it. That being said, I would be maybe tempted to put Triangle in D. Yeah, if I didn't interact with them, Scrungus would be D. They have some funny moments in the cafe and such. My power went up, but I think Scrungus is C. Sorry. Scrungus is too powerful. Clearly what's going to happen is that people... We're talking so much about how Scrunguschu is a straight C-tier character. But what's actually going to happen is that Scrunguschu gets placed in A-tier just to make this stupid fucking A-tier as big as possible. We need another S-tier ASAP. We really do. We really do. I'm curious. The poll is nearly up. This is actually... I thought we would go with 1 minute polls, but I'm actually finding this really fun. I feel like I have enough to say during the poll time. C. With a pretty big majority, too. Woo! D at second. Then S? For Scrunguschu? Oh, I'm glad only one person voted for A. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. I agree. I think this makes perfect sense. I agree with a ton of this so far. I think this is actually a really good list. The only difference is that I would have maybe put Sephiroth in B myself, but I understand the value of having the two of these together. Also, I would not have put myself in A. I would swap me and Urien. That's what I would do. Oh, you've noticed the Mario icon. It's so fucking good. Mind dear, thank you very much. Big Smellow. Big Smellow's interesting. Big Smellow's an interesting one. Okay? I think Big Smellow in Season 1 did not make the greatest case for herself. She's more of a backseat villain. She doesn't get up to a whole lot. However, Season 2 Big Smellow is a different beast. She becomes genuinely sympathetic. Genuinely sympathetic near the end of Season 2. especially after the Doug Walker incident. S or A? I've seen someone mention B, I've seen S, I've seen A. I think in my tier list that I did, I put her in B, but in hindsight I would maybe change that. I think Big Smellow is a contender for A, potentially S. Potentially S. I feel like Big Smellow is going on to great things. I think Big Smellow is going to be a really interesting character in Season 3. There is the one thing that kind of drags... You know what it is? You know what? When she turned down the Brickster for Doug. Yeah, I know that's, like, bad, right? I know that's bad. But then you start to feel genuinely sympathetic for Big Smellow near the end of Season 2. Because Doug isn't feeding the relationship. Do you remember that? Right? And then, so maybe Doug is the real evil there, right? You get me? You feel that was technically my fault. Yet no, I'm not willing to say that's my fault. Because there you have no control over the outcome of that. I set it up, right? Right? I was driving the car, someone else cut the brakes, right? Someone else cut the brakes. I didn't do that. I think I'm not lying. I think Big Smellow could end up anywhere except for D. I could see Big Smellow ending up anywhere except for D. There's no way Big Smellow's going in D, but I could see her ending up anywhere else on the list. I put her in B on my list, but in hindsight, I would bump her up to A. Maybe S, but it's hard to say. S. Oh, we've got the two big characters. The two big characters in S tier. I'm really happy, actually. I'm really glad that people like Big Smellow. Because she's coming around on me a lot, right? Like, she really does start out as just, like, a villain who's constantly kind of, like, one-upping me in a lot of ways. It feels like she's always above me on, like, the boy appeal ranking thingy. You feel me? You feel me? She loves slow, bro. She does love slow, bro. I froze? Did I froze? Bleh. Am I frozen? I hope I'm not frozen. My little green square that tells me how the stream is doing says that it's fine, so I think we're okay. Next up, we have Juri. Juri is either an S or a D, and I can't explain why I feel that way. God, I would have to think about Juri. Juri, again, is a character that I think has climbed. But at the same time, Juri is the first character on this list. This might sound strange. Juri might be the first character on this list that I'm disappointed in. I want to like Juri more than I do, right? I feel bad for her. But I want her to do something about it. A lot of these... She has a lot of fun drama with Ed. See, the thing is, I think it's fun drama from, like, early to... I think the drama is fun from, like, late Season 1 to mid-Season 2. But near the end of Season 2, I think the drama starts to become not that fun. Right? You start to actually feel kind of bad for Juri. I don't know if that's just me. And you could argue that makes her more compelling. And that makes a case for her putting in higher tiers. That being said, she does have some fun moments. There's the whole arc with Luke, which is funny. There's the arc with just not liking her kid. That's pretty quirked up and funny. What if we made the next me just straight out be the king from Fallen Kingdom? If I knew his name, that would be brilliant. There is also the bit where she, like... Okay, I talk about how, like, Ed Sheeran is really mean and fucked up to her. She did destroy both his balls. But, like... You know, like, that's not her fault. God forbid women do anything, right? I don't know where Juri's end up. I couldn't predict it. I'm actually thinking in my head where I would put Juri, and I'm not sure. I find it really difficult. She has, like... You know what? I'm not even going to comment. I'm just going to wait and see. She deserves so much better. I agree. But I want her to kind of... make an effort to, like, get that. B. With a 71% majority, that's really interesting. Whoa! This I didn't see coming. I kind of figured Juri would be closer to A than C. I didn't see this coming, actually. I'm surprised. Mental illness. You're so right. I'm kind of shocked, actually. Juri stepping in Ed's ball so hard that they have a kid together is insane storytelling. Yeah, that's what the B is for. Yeah. Yeah. Man. No, I'm thinking about Juri. You know, I think B makes sense. There's a lot of potential with Juri. She has some very funny moments. But she's very, very sympathetic. And she's a bit stuck. She's a bit stag. Yeah, B is for balls. Because we've got Freddy Fazbear. And then we've got Juri. It's great. Ed fucking... Okay, so this is a fixing tier list. Not really. Not really. I wouldn't call it a fixing tier list. Oh, I'm already seeing... I already seeing so much D. Now, granted, there is a lot of funny stuff that comes from Ed Sheeran. But it is almost always from him being the butt of the joke. He has some genuinely kind of endearing moments, I guess. He has Shape of Me in season 1. That's a nice bit. You know what? I'll be real. I'll be real, right? I'm pretty... What is this tier list? This is the Tomodachi Life Islanders from my Tomodachi Life seasons. I've already seen so much D. I haven't, actually. I don't see how much of it at all. I got one unsolicited dick pic on Instagram, and that's it. That's where it ends for me. Which is also why I don't use Instagram anymore. Well, not really. I think that was just, like, the final nail in the coffin. I think that was just kind of my sign to leave. That was a long time ago, too. He could have gotten in trouble for that. I could have, like, reported him to the Irish police. I could have been like, please get his ass. And his dick, even. Unbelievable. Some people. I like how we're just not talking about Ed Sheeran, but I think it's... Pikmin, and you make a really good point, actually. If Ed wasn't married to Juri, he'd be very forgettable. I agree, actually. I didn't watch the season, man. Yeah, so... yeah, if you've only seen, yeah, if you've only seen season 1, this will get very confusing near the end, I guess. I don't know. I think... I'll be real, I kind of know where Ed Sheeran's ending up. Hating on him... I think hating on him is maybe more fun than hating on Nostalgia Critic, but I think that might have turned around near the end of Season 2. He's so fucking toxic. Yeah, he's an extremely toxic character. The thing I'm curious about is... I think it's safe to say he's going in D, but by how much? Right? Because Doug was a 71% D tier. What's the story with Ed Sheeran? 61! Okay. Interesting. C-A-B-S. I won't lie. I was expecting Ed Sheeran to be in D by like an 80 to 90% majority. He is very funny. A lot of funny moments arise from Ed Sheeran. Right? A lot of funny moments do arise from this man. Ed Sheeran only lives for CBT. Which is ironic, because he missed out on the B and C. He didn't even make that. He's failed. I do like D-Tier just being this really pissed off Doug Walker, and this really confused Ed Sheeran. I think I mentioned this before. Every picture of Ed Sheeran is so strange. He looks so scared in every single photo. He looks so, like, confused and scared. Do I even need to fucking say it? Do I even need to fucking say it? I don't think I do. I really don't think I do. I don't think I need to say it. Bridget is a contender for my single favorite Islander. A lot of the best moments in the entire series come from Bridget. She's so funny. She's so nice. So many great moments stem from her. The Peter Griffin fight. Her relationship with Soul is genuinely extremely nice and fun to watch. Like, even outside... Like, if Bridget wasn't even real... Like, pretend Bridget was not Bridget, right? Pretend Bridget was just a character we made up out of thin air. She has boobs. She has boobs.exe. The Shiggy Wiggy. I think Bridget is arguably the single easiest S tier. 2 Shawns, what's the difference? The first one is Second Impact Shawn, and the second one is Third Strike Shawn. Yeah, she has so many incredible moments. It's just so I don't see how she can be anything other than this. I think she's also the highest level islander on the island. Probably because we've interacted with her so much. She has so many moments where she cooks funny stuff, she makes funny clothes. Like, think of all the beautiful moments we've had together. Right? Right? When Soul was trying to propose to her, and she was thinking about trains. That one time she smelled bad. Right? The one time she said she wanted to eat vegetables and was fucking lying. The one time she was staring at Elfeld's sock, and then they went fishing together. And then she caught a crab and let it go 3 times. It's just, it's so, there's no... She's the heart and soul of this series. I would actually, no joke, I think I agree. I would agree. I think I would agree. Which Shawn cooked tap water? That's actually a good question. One of them cooked plain rice and one of them cooked tap water. And her contributions to Quirky Questions are also incredible. 95% S tier. And only 2 people voted A. Only 2 people. Yeah, no, she is... That's so hard to argue. That's so hard to argue. If no one tops her at the very end of the stream, we will change currently ranking to S+ and put her in there. That's what I'll do, right? If no one can beat a 95%, if no one no! She topped me. She topped me. No, no, stop. Bad. This is what chat. We've already talked about this. I told you to behave earlier. My God. Okay, but yeah, if no one can beat a 95% S by the end of the stream, we'll change currently ranking to S+ and put her in it. Right? This one's interesting. Also, I just realized, Bridget was the first, Part 2 edition. The Brickster. This is a character I could see going anywhere. Honestly. I like the Brickster. I think he is a compelling character. Despite his obvious evil tendencies in Season 1, he's extremely sympathetic, but not in a... he's uniquely sympathetic. He's uniquely sympathetic, I believe, right? The thing with Brickster is, despite everything that happens to him, and him doing some legitimately kind of fucked up stuff in Season 1, at his absolute lowest point is when he's the least evil. You feel me? Brickster is the Dr. Doofenshmirtz of the island. You're actually kind of completely right. That's actually a really good observation, right? Because, like I said, the point in time where Brickster is the most down on his luck, he's lost his special someone to Nostalgia Critic, is when he's the least evil, right? Me and him were hanging out in Peter Griffin's apartment, you know, making peace and stuff. We had like a little you remember that? I remember that, yeah. I think, and him being the island representative is actually a really funny bit. It's an extremely funny bit. I do quite like it. Brickster isn't anywhere near as compelling of a villain as Big Smellow and Dog, and I think there was a redemption arc due for him. Yeah, 3S is the one that did the rice, 2I is the tap water. Thank you for checking that, because I genuinely thought it was the other way around. I really thought it was the other way around, but I didn't want to say it because I'd look dumb if I was wrong. Oop. Brickster could end up anywhere. I don't know. I'm really conflicted. He is a character, again, that I'm very interested in seeing where he goes in Season 3. The thing is, though, as compelling as he is, and as much of a turnaround as he's had, I could still see him doing something fucked up. I could see him doing another 180. But that's good. That makes him compelling. A. 61% majority for A tier. I totally agree. No one voted You know what's... I'm shocked that no one voted COD. But I'm glad that no one voted COD. Right? I'm glad that no one voted COD, but I'm shocked. But I'm happy. Morshu. Morshu's an interesting one. I think Morshu is very much in that, like... I think Morshu is somewhere between, like, Freddy Fazbear and Chun-Li for me. Well, actually... What? I have to think about this. Morshu is mixed. I'm mixed on Morshu. The thing with Morshu is, I think he's very clearly between Chun and Freddy. Right? Because... Actually, I don't know. The thing with Morshu is that he is the same... He's in the similar boat to Freddy, in that he's a character who mostly just has funny shenanigans. Right? He has some very funny moments, but he has less than Freddy. You get me? He doesn't hit, like, the highs of Freddy and Peter Griffin. Right? But at the same time, he does more than something like Chun. But Chun still has those moments, like the 5-volt stuff and the Mario stuff, that, like... Granted, they're some of the only things she does, but they're interesting. You get me? They are interesting. Morshu, I feel, is lacking that one big thing. Right? Morshu is missing out on that one big thing that he did that people remember. You know? I think some of his moments are individually memorable, but I don't think he has a moment that you can, like... You can go, like, boom, that's Morshu. That's what he did. You feel me? I'm torn. I am actually torn. I think he's very clearly either C or D. I mean, sorry, C or B. I don't think he's a D-tier character, my bad. He's very... I would be inclined to put him in C, but I would not be shocked if he ends up in B. Yeah, he's kind of Diet Freddy. He's Diet Freddy. 2-Eye is also the beans on toast. Oh, that's a very good bit, yeah. No, you're right. 2-Eye Sean has some stuff going for him. But he is also a bit of an asshole. I distinctly remember that. He's definitely more support than Spotlight, I agree. And there's nothing wrong with that. But still. 50% for C tier, I totally agree. It was close, though. We very nearly had a Chun-Li situation on our hands. Very nearly had a Chun-Li situation on our hands. But no, I completely agree. Wow, wait. Is this the exact same thing that happened for Chun, except one more vote? Yeah, I love Mega Man 6. Don't get it twisted. I fucking love Mega Man 6. If you could jump out of a slide, it would be my favorite Mega Man. No joke. It would be... I love it so much. It's such a fucking good game. This is a character I could see going anywhere other than S. There is absolutely zero chance that Chica is an S-tier character. Absolutely none. That being said, I have seen so many different opinions on Chica that it's actually kind of interesting. I'm seeing 2 people say B. That's interesting. I think Chica spends most of Season 1 being incredibly nothing. Chica is basically filler in Season 1. I don't think she gets up to anything in Season 1 at all. But she has some really good moments in Season 2. Nowhere near the level of Freddy. Again, nowhere near the level of Freddy. Has some funny... She was... weirdly... Okay, I hate that I'm bringing this up. The first memorable thing that Chica does is... when she does the fucking... You know how you can check up on me sometimes? Like when you're just scrolling through the reams and the screens? And sometimes they do the fucking fart? Chica was the first character to do the fucking rare one, which is, like, louder than all the other sound effects. That's the first thing I remember Chica doing. Which is such a... Like, you know you're not doing well when that's one of your most memorable moments. But that being said, she has some good moments in Season 2. Is Chica good filler? I would say so. I would say so. I think she has some good bits with Markiplier. She, interestingly... yeah, the Chica part jump scare. I know, what a claim to fame that is. More Landiner is in view. Oh baby, oh baby. Oh yeah, we're getting close to Season 2. We are getting close to Season 2. Wow, was Samus the last Season 1 character? That's interesting. I didn't know that off the top of my head. Chica is very much a side character, but I think she's a good one. For Season 1, she does basically nothing. Plenty of decent moments in Season 2. Hasn't done anything to make her extremely unlikable. I think Markiplier carries her a lot, right? She's had some fun interactions with Markiplier. That guy being interested in her is really funny. I remember that. That guy being interested in Chica is very funny. Again, Chica's kind of an enabler character. Doesn't get up to much on her own, but she's led to some funny moments. C with a 79% majority. I totally agree. 100% agree. And like I said, no one voted for S. Exit Kai. That's an interesting one. I would be down for Exit Kai. Yep, this makes sense. I totally agree. That's weird. I think that's the second biggest majority for a tier we've had so far, which is interesting. This one breaks my poor little heart. This one breaks my poor little heart. Pincer is a character I want to love. I want Pincer to be something great. But he just hasn't done enough. He hasn't done enough and it hurts. I feel like it's not even that we don't check in on him. I feel like we do check in on him a decent amount. But like when we do, there's just not stuff happening. I think he might have some good... I think Pincer, if I remember right, Pincer does have some decent moments in Season 1. Pincer has a... I would not put him in D tier, right? I don't think he's D tier. Because he is very likable, and he has some good moments still. Like when he eats Toros, that's funny. But like, he took so long... I will say, the fact that he had no friends for such a long time, despite being an OG... Like, he was introduced in Part 2, I'm pretty sure. Or was Pincer a Part 3 character? I think he might be a Part 3 character. He might be Part 3. But still. No, you know what? I think Cliff is the first Part 3 character. I might be wrong. Who is that guy next to Triangle? That guy is that guy. The me that we added to deliberately just be completely uninteresting and have nothing going for him. Default! Oh my god, I forgot his real name is the Default. I genuinely forgot that. But yeah. I think I have a funny feeling Pincer's going in C. I could see D. I could see D. No, his name is that guy. His name is that guy, but technically his legal name is Default. That's his technical legal name. Oh, I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious where Pincer ends up. I have a horrible feeling it's C. Deep down, I want him to be B, but I don't think he's earned it. He just hasn't done enough. Yeah, 47% for C. But B was close. 41% for B. I'm shocked he got 3 votes for D. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm very shocked. But I get it. I really hope Pincer does some cool stuff in Season 3. Because I like him. But he's just not getting up to much right now. Wario! I gotta win! Unfortunately, Wario, I don't think you're gonna win in terms of you being S tier. That being said, I think you're a solid character with a lot going for you. Wario doesn't get to up to a whole lot. But he's good. Again, Again, I think he's in a very similar vein to, like... He's in a similar vein to Morshu, but better. I think almost every time we've checked in on Wario, we've had something pretty neat. Yeah, I don't check up on him much. He hasn't lived up to his potential. But that being said, he hasn't done anything unlikable. He has some good moments. I think he's a good islander. He's not A tier. No, he's definitely... No shot he's S. No shot he's S. Yeah, he is in a similar vein to, like, Morshu and Chica, but more likable. And he has some, like, funny stuff in his... He has some funny stuff on his own right, you know? He did live in a stinky-ass locker room for a couple weeks as well. That did happen. I'm trying to think what else... I think Wario might also have some very good quirky questions moments, if I remember correctly. I forget. 5 volt. Oh, did 5 volt just pop up into view? Oh, I'm excited to get to 5 volt. The fact he's Wario gets him out of D. Yeah, there's no way he's D. And he has some funny stuff, like, where we give him, like... We give him his funny phrases from the games. That's cute. I swear he had a funny dream at some point as well. Yeah, I'm having trouble remembering things Wario did, and that hurts. But he is likable. Also, Wario is... Interestingly, Wario is friends with a lot of, like, islanders that people think quite highly of. I think that's interesting. Right? A lot of people... He's got a lot of powerful connections. Which I find interesting. Like, he's friends with Urien, he's friends with Ed Sheeran, which is a bummer. Yeah, I love Wario as a character, but I can't remember that much he's actually done on the island. We dressed him up as a dumpy little farmer for a bit. That was something we did. We gave him a pork cutlet. You know, B. 69% in B. I agree. Honestly, I think... Realistically, I'm not putting words in your mouth, Chad. I'm not putting words in your mouth. I think Wario is a C-tier character, carried up to B by the fact he's Wario. I think that's fair. And that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's allowed. Triangle. Lads, will we do a 1-minute vote for Triangle? Yeah, that's... Guys, okay, you know what? I vote just for Triangle, I'm doing a 1-minute vote. Because I don't think I have enough to say about Triangle for a full 2 minutes. I was struggling with Wario. I don't think I have enough to say. We're doing a 1-minute poll for Triangle. She's likable. I don't think she's D. I don't think she's D, really, is she? I'm not sure if she's D. She has some nice moments. There's a nice bit where Scrunguschu and Triangle hang out together in the cafe. She was supposed to be Ed's girl. You know what? In hindsight, I think she actually does have some nice moments in Season 2. I think someone tried to confess to Triangle. Was it Peter Griffin who liked Triangle? Yeah, I think on it... you know what? I was thinking D tier. I think in my own tier list, I might have put her in D tier. But in hindsight... I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't she call Chun-Li a dog, or am I thinking of someone else? Who does that again? Oh, that's Nana. No, Nana's the one who calls Chun-Li a dog. Jesus. C. I'm glad. I'm glad that she didn't get D tier. Who the fuck voting for S tier? What are you doing? What are you doing? Nuh-uh. Oh, sorry, you're right, it's Madeline. It's the other little scrungly girl, my bad. I think this makes sense. Extremely C tier islander. Now, I think this character, I have a funny feeling I know where this character's going. I have a funny feeling I know. I think we've had quite a few stinkers in a row, really. We've had quite a lot of uninteresting characters in a row. But now we have a character whose entire thing is being uninteresting. And, well, okay, well, he has one interesting moment in Season 2, but we'll get there. This guy is not good. I don't like him. he is... He's as unlikable as the likes of... He's maybe not quite as unlikable as the likes of Ed Sheeran. But he doesn't have anything that funny to make up for it. He has the song. He has the song. The song is interesting. I remember the song. The song is fine. Yeah, he's in a really awkward spot. Actually, that guy's in a really weird spot because he's not a villain. He is absolutely not a villain. Not even close. He's not a villain. He's not powerful enough to get anything evil done. But he's not really a punching bag either, because there's Mario. Mario is the island's designated punching bag. So, like, he doesn't really have a lot to do. You're never happy when he's there. He's genuinely one of the most unlikable islanders, but not because he's done anything heinous, because he's just, like... Yeah. And also, there's the fact that he has no, like, shot at a redemption arc, because Morlandina has completely taken over that niche, right? He's just a loser, but not an evil loser, right? He has some funny bits. Being attracted to Chica is funny. The most uninteresting guy on the island being extremely down bad for Chica is very funny. That being said, a lot of people have been pointing this out. That guy getting with Nana is disappointing. That's really disappointing. That drags him down significantly for me. I'm upset. Because he's kind of... 68% majority for D tier. I agree. He is... I think he could... No, you know what? I nearly said he could have been C tier. I disagree. Nana drags this guy down so much. The whole incident with Nana just, like, kills him. Now, we're finally getting back to the big hitters. Cliff Anderson. For me, I feel like maybe in Season 1, Cliff didn't get up to a whole lot. He did... No, actually, no. Cliff has some good moments. I think Cliff has some good moments in Season 1. Cliff is, without a doubt in my mind, one of the most likable islanders. He's A... To me, he's A at least. I think he's A at least, to me. Cliff has some really funny moments. Extraordinarily funny moments. The bit where he goes to Japan is one of my... Like, obviously you won't get it if you don't know Guilty Gear lore, but it's one of the absolute best bits in the series, I think. I love that. He's genuinely nice. I like that he's friends with Testament. That's really cute. I should actually make them officially family. I should do that too. He's a real dad character. He is without a doubt one of the most likable characters in the series. He doesn't do anything, like, incredible. He's not in a relationship. Weirdly, he's friends with Harry. He does have that as well. He took a while to make friends. That too, he took a while to make friends. But I think he's brilliant. You need characters like Cliff who don't get up to a whole lot, really, but they're just incredibly likable. I like that there's one episode that ends with him falling asleep on a bench. I think that's cute. He's great. I think it's very hot. I think another thing as well, this might be biased. I think Cliff is carried somewhat by being one of my favorite looking islanders, right? I think out of... his me represents him really well. I'm really happy with his me, right? It's one of my favorite me's that I've made. That's a very good point. I agree. Goldlewis, we're gonna get to Goldlewis too. I think Goldlewis is weaker in the dad aspect, but again, he does have some funny moments. That maybe more funny moments than Cliff, but Cliff has that, like, trip to Japan that is just, like, so fucking unshakable. For me, Cliff is an S tier. I think he's an S tier, without a doubt. But if he ends up in A tier, I would accept it. Anything lower and I'll be pissed. But let's see. A! Really? I am a little shocked that he didn't get S. I'm a little shocked he didn't get S, but listen, I can totally see it. For me, he's an S. But I get it. I think in Season 3, he's gonna be something great. I'm really looking forward to what he gets up to. Yeah, that's the thing. Japan got blown up in Guilty Gear lore, which is why him taking a trip to Japan is one of my absolute favorite bits in the series. But yeah, fair enough. Goldlewis Dickinson. Here we go. I'm gonna type out his full name too, because I like him. For me, Goldlewis is a weaker Cliff with more funny moments, is how I feel about Goldlewis. He doesn't... Right? I like Cliff more than Goldlewis, but Goldlewis gets up to more funny stuff. The custard tart catch is hilarious. I love that. There's another bit as well. Oh, what is it? There's the bit, obviously the daughter interact. The fact that he's friends with Bridget and Madeline is really cute. He's arguably the island's strongest ally, which is really funny. There's the bit where he gets dumped by Jaco at the end of season 1. That's a real stinger. But the fact that he's still friends with Jaco despite that is kind of really, really nice. You feel bad for him whenever you see him at the bottom of, like, the boy appeal, the girl appeal thing. Shit, you know what? For me, Goldlewis is an A tier, and Cliff is an S tier. But the more I think about it, I think these two are going to end up being swapped, actually. I think... Yeah, I think Cliff might... I think Goldlewis might end up in S. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. It also helps that he... Like, as soon as he landed on the island, we got his, like, aesthetic down immediately, right? That made me happy. We gave him a room that suited him really well. We gave him clothes and the hair and everything. That was nice. And I think he's just like really... He doesn't have something like the Freddy Fazbear airstrike incident, which is just, like, incredibly memorable. But he has so many nice and fun moments. It's hard to argue him being an incredible character. I don't know what I expected this stream to be when I clicked on it, but I sure did not expect to see a tier list with both Nostalgia Critic and Goldlewis Dickinson on it. Oh yeah. With the lore's deep. Woo! A tier? Really? I'm shocked. Guys, I thought you were gonna put him in S. I was fully expecting Goldlewis in S. I thought at least one of these two would be an S tier. But this is good. This is good. S tier being exclusive is maybe good. I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked, but I totally see it. I totally see it. Right. Daisy. Interesting. Interesting one. Now, Daisy is interesting. Daisy does not get up to a whole lot in Season 1. Practically nothing. Peter Griffin is just carried by how funny he is. I think he's just carried by how funny she is. I hate her for no reason. I hate her for reasons. I'll be real. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with some of the things Daisy has done. I'm really not. Okay? She spends most of Season 1 doing nothing. Not much at all. Season 2, she does more stuff. However, that stuff includes calling me stinky and getting in a fight with 5-Volt. That pissed me off. That pissed me off. 50% of 5-Volt's lesbians just crushed in an instant. I don't know. Daisy, I put Daisy in C in my personal listing. But she's one. The more I think about it, the more I'm not feeling Daisy. Daisy also got really snotty at you giving her clothing. Yeah, I remember that. You know, I'm really racking my brain now. I'm thinking, like, what has Daisy done to warrant being higher? She's done things that grind my gears. She's done things like call me stinky and break up with 5-Volt. But she hasn't actually done anything that good to make up for it. And that's... I'm getting caught on that. That's definitely dragging her down. Finally downloaded Twitch and caught my first stream of my favorite Emperor. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. It's very, very much appreciated. There'll be some good work coming your way very soon, I promise. Pokemon vid is about, let's say, 45% done. So... It'll be coming. It'll be coming. I don't know where Daisy's going to go. But we'll see. We'll see. C with 61%. Ooh, B tier. Who's voting for Daisy in B tier? What the fuck? Really? I was expecting Daisy to be close. I'm not joking. I was expecting Daisy to be closer to D than B. But C is where I would put her. She's very C tier. Man, Daisy being in the same tier as Pincer fucks me up. I think Daisy might actually be a source material bias character. Because think about it, like, right? Like, you want Pincer to be cool so bad. Pincer hasn't done anything bad, he just hasn't gotten up to much that's interesting. Pretty much everything Daisy's gotten up to is bad. Then again, I'm biased because she called me stinky. To you guys, that was probably the funniest shit in the world. Right? You probably thought that shit was hilarious. Okay. I need to pee. But we will vote Jaco first. We will do Jaco and then I will see to that. Okay? I like bad girls, yeah, who call me stinky. You don't get caught up in that in the slightest. Okay. Jaco is interesting. Not the most interesting Season 1 character. I think she is indirectly funny. She gets a hat. She does get a hat. That does happen, doesn't it? She gets some funny moments. But the funny moments don't really stem from stuff that she does. The funny moments with Jaco mostly stem from the fact that canonically she and Soul are a couple. And in Tomodachi, Soul and Bridget are completely fucking unshakable. Right? You feel me? That's where a lot of the funny stuff with Jaco comes from. She does dump Goldlewis. She does dump Goldlewis. And that stings. I don't like that. However, I do think it's important to note that while she did dump Goldlewis, she and Goldlewis are still friends. That's big. I think that's important to keep in mind. I don't think she's absolutely... in my mind, she's not D tier. She could even be B tier. I'm really racking about this. You're so hot. Didn't you say that exact same thing last stream? I swear to God you said that exact same thing last stream. I swear you said that exact same thing last stream. I distinctly remember that. I remember that. I'm onto you. Maybe you're just a robot. Yeah? What about that? Yeah, that exact same thing. I mean, I'm not saying I don't appreciate it. You know, the reminder is always nice, but, you know. Pincer got done dirty. Pincer got done dirty by Tomodachi Life, not by me, or the people voting. Pincer just needs to do more stuff. But yeah, Jaco. B! Oh, okay. I was actually worried Jaco was going to end up in C. I'm happy to put Jaco in B. She does have some funny moments. Even if they're not really tied to her. She has done virtually nothing that makes her unlikable. There is the issue with Goldlewis. But at the same time, the fact that they still have a healthy relationship afterwards helps. Fucking chill! Oh my god. I was trying to, like, justify the placement and stuff. You're so demanding sometimes. Fine. You don't have to be so aggressive. God, I can't talk to you when you're like this. Be back in a minute. I'm not even putting small yellow on the chat. Actually, I might. Okay, fine, I'll do that. Fine, you can have small yellow. At least. I'm sorry I lost my temper. You just had a hard day at work today. Okay, fine, I'm back. I'm sorry I took longer than usual. I had to cool off after I extremely heated... I didn't do that. Don't blame me for that. Do not blame me for that. That's not my fault. That was not my fault. Okay? Don't be mean. Don't be mean. I took longer than usual because I had to cool off after our extremely heated argument that we had. There we go. You had a heated gamer moment. Yep, unbelievable. I don't know how I kept myself together. I really don't. I really don't. So yeah. I also just noticed I dropped a Lego crystal on the floor, which is kind of fucked up. But yeah. Oh, oh, I can't pronounce that. Thank you for the sub. Surionard. Surionard. Thank you very much. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something silly. I'm not gonna put Big Smellow back. Sorry, this is not Big Smellow. This is Small Yellow. Did I call her? I might have called her Big Smellow. That's very rude. This is Small Yellow. You know where I'm gonna put her? I'm gonna put her up by the curtains. She can. I'm gonna put her even higher than usual, just to be nice. Check this shit out. There we go. She's watching over us. Beautiful. Now, back to the very serious business. Sorry, I'm a little... I don't know why I'm so dizzy. I'm such a stumbly fumbler. Ugh. Never fear the fool. You're so right. So, who's next up on the Oh! Now this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one. We've actually got quite a lot of interesting ones coming up. Okay. I nearly just... Imagine if I just put S. There we go. So, Oro. He's awesome, man. He's awesome. He's really good. Like, okay, even outside of the incredible moment in... I think it's part 6. I think part 6 is the moment. That moment where like me and him get together is incredible. That's one of my like it's one of the best moments in season 2. But even outside of that, he's got so many amazing moments. He's got some really fucking good moments, right? He's got the bit where he comes out. He's got the bit where he comes out, you know, happy for him. He's got his Hawaiian shirt bit. I think he's got some... There's a bit where he, like, cooks as well. He does some really funny cooking, if I remember correctly. He's really good. He's really good. He's got the bit where he comes. Does he do that? I forget if he did that. I don't remember him doing. I think he has some good quirky questions bits. Yeah, you might need to remind me of that bit. I don't remember that one. I won't lie. But he's like, this is the thing though. Like, he's just like, he is. Now, I will say, in season 1, doesn't get up to a whole lot. His season 1 cool shit is limited. But that's the only thing you can catch him on. The only thing you can catch Oro on is that he's not that interested in season 1. Right? That's the only thing you can catch him on. Other than that, brilliant character. Brilliant character. You're just being a little bit of a trickster? Hey, we need that around here. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of trickery. Where's he going? 75% S tier? And no B, C, or D. Wow. Sorry, I hit my knee on the table. My bad. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Ow. God, sorry. I'm hitting my everything with my everything. I just hit my foot on the chair in a way that really hurt. I'm sorry. Where was I? Yeah, this is actually higher than I expected. But But yeah, I agree. Funnily enough, this is, I think, second to Bridget, the highest S tier. Or was I 80%? I don't remember. But still, it's nice to have another S tier. This is good. It's nice to have another S tier. He's earned it. He's earned it. He's great. Second Impact Sean. Second Impact Sean's a weird one, actually. But not bad weird. I feel bad for putting him low on my personal list because I didn't recognize him as Oro. I get it. That's one thing as well you can catch Oro on. His me isn't the best representation of him. Okay. Sean's an interesting one, but not interestingly bad. He has a shaky start. Shaky start, okay? So this is set 2-Eye Sean, just for the record. 2-Eye Sean is the one that wears yellow, and 3S Sean is the one that wears pink. Interestingly, I think he's one of the funnier characters in Season 1. They've actually got a lot of good moments in Season 1. Now, granted, I will say, he's rude as fuck. Like, just after they're introduced. Just after they're introduced in Season 1, 2-Eye Sean hates everything I give him. He's kind of rude to me. While Third Strike Sean loves all the clothes that we give him. And, like, there's a lot of instances where 2-Eye Sean is off, like, slacking off, doing absolute dick all. And 3S Sean is training, right? Do you remember that bit, like, by the fountain? Where, like, 3S Sean is, like, doing push-ups and shit, trying to, like, be a stronger version of himself? We like that. We like that. There is also the incredible bit where 2-Eye Sean cooks... Oh, fuck, what was it? Yeah, where 2-Eye Sean... Oh, I forgot. Okay, both of the Seans cook rice and tap water. We make them both cook something to see who cooks something better. I think 2-Eye Sean does complete plain rice. Okay, 2-Eye Sean is the tap water. Yeah, 2-Eye Sean does tap water, and we're like, oh my fucking god, this guy sucks at cooking. Let's see what 3S Sean gets up to. And we're assuming it's going to be something brilliant. No, it's plain rice with no seasoning. But yeah, no. And of course, there's the incident with the beans. Culture Chimp, thank you. There's a really funny moment in Season 2 where he, like, with the beans thing, and where he finds out that, like, Triangle wants to buy beans, and he's like, holy shit, I've finally got a customer. Very good. Just probably not S tier. Probably not S tier. But, like, very consistently funny character. He's also Pincer's only friend. A tie! Woo! I was not expecting this. This is interesting. A tie? We're gonna give him A tier because there's more people voting for S than C. We got 3 votes for S and 2 for C. So that gets him A tier. And I think A tier is fair. I would agree. I would agree. I think A tier is warranted. You know what? I'll be real. I know they're not good friends. Their friendship is rocky. But I think if I reminded all of you... If I reminded all of you that he was Pincer's only friend a bit sooner, I think that might have pushed him over the edge. Right? No names were left from me became a follower. Oh, Jesus, I can think of plenty of names for you. There's plenty. I don't know where you got that idea. Yeah, I love the way the D tier guys are just staring. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, I have a feeling we'll get some more. Okay. 3S Sean. I would argue that 3S Sean is less funny, but more likable. I can't think of that much funny stuff that 3S Sean gets up to, unfortunately. He doesn't I think the thing is with 3S Sean, he does more in Season 1. He's actually, like, relatively active in Season 1 once he's introduced, I think. But 2-Eye Sean kind of stole the spotlight in Season 2. However, I think he's saved from, like, C and D. Personally, I think 3S Sean is B. I'll tell you that. I don't think he's C or D. I think, like, the rice and the peeking in on Chun... No, the peeking in on Chun is unfortunately Second Impact Sean. It would have been really funny if it was Third Strike Sean, too. It would have been really funny if it was Third Strike Sean, but again, stole his thunder. He has some really good moments in Quirky Questions. I remember that much. He has some really good moments in Quirky Questions. I think... I can't remember... Oh, I hate that I don't remember them off the top of my head. But he does have some absolutely hilarious Quirky Questions bits. I'll have to go back and check that. But he's likable. He hasn't done anything evil. And in Season 1, he is likable because, like I said, when 2-Eye Sean and 3-Eye Sean were introduced at the same time, and when they were initially introduced, 2-Eye Sean was a bit of a dickhead. He was a bit of a dickhead. And 3-Eye Sean was actually really nice. He liked all the clothes that we gave him. He was genuinely nice. He was training a lot to become stronger and stuff. And that being said, he's not devoid of funny moments. I do think he's had some. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. I just really can't. Again, Quirky Questions. This guy shines in Quirky Questions, but I hate that I can't think of them off the top. It's very hard to remember individual characters from Quirky Questions, but I know he's got some good ones. I'm curious where he ends up. B. I agree. Whoa! People were leaning towards A. I thought we were gonna have... I was kind of like... Ooh. I kind of figured that he'd be C or B, but it's nice to know that he's like a B+ type character. Oh my fucking god. Oh baby. Oh baby. I've been waiting to get to this one. Mario is interesting. Mario's interesting. The only way... See, Mario is... No, everyone's kind of on the money. Everyone's on the money. Everyone is completely on the money. He is morally the most despicable character on the island. He is so fucked up and nasty. He is a complete and utter degenerate with no redeeming qualities. But that being said, that makes him very funny. And he's not really dragging... The issue with these guys, right? This is actually a really good point, okay? This is a really good point. These three characters in D tier, they drag people down. If that makes sense. Nostalgia Critic. A big factor in Brickster's relationship getting fucked up. Kind of fucked with me. Not cool. Ed Sheeran drags down Juri in terrible marriage. That guy, just not interesting whatsoever, and in a relationship with Nana who we wanted better for. Mario fucking sucks, but he's not dragging anyone down to his level. He's not hurting likable islanders. The closest he comes is the fight with Chun-Li, but that's actually, like, really funny, right? You know? Like, I like checking up on this guy and giving him his weekly piece of bread. I will say, a lot of people were asking about the potential for a Mario redemption arc. No, I'm not willing to do that. That I think kind of goes against his character. He's a beautiful disaster, right? He is the best worst character. And because of that, I've no idea where he's going to end up. A lot of people are like S or D, no in between, and I kind of agree. Like, there's no way you put Mario in B, right? Fuck has to happen to you to put Mario in B. He has no redeeming qualities, and it's brilliant. I have no idea. What? I'm surprised that I'm not. What are the... Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. It does actually make sense. It makes perfect sense. He is... Morally, he's down here. As a person, as a character, he's in D. As a source of comedy, he's S. I totally agree. I would have been upset if Mario got A tier, or like, B tier. But this I can accept. This I can accept. He is brilliant. Granted, he's not getting a redemption arc, I can tell you that much. I have something in mind, but it's not a Mario redemption arc. Right? Yeah, exactly. The stupid-ass rain room kills me every time. I'll be real, guys. If we ever get the shack... I don't know if you've seen the shack house from Tomodachi. But if we get that... Like, do you mind if we just put him in there? I just noticed Neko Arc peeking over the bottom of the screen. I really like that. That's good. Popo! Popo's good, actually. Damn, Popo's actually quite good. I don't think... I wouldn't put him in S or anything like that. But I like him. He does have some funny moments, like I said. He does have some funny moments, right? There's a really good bit in Season 2. From Quirky Questions, where he just, like, casually reveals to 7 people that he fucking loves CBT. And no one agrees with him. And then he's just really embarrassed the rest of the episode. Yeah, he's really funny in Quirky Questions. But unlike 3S Sean, I can actually remember what makes him funny. It's nice to see him... There's the bit where he makes the fursuit, but, like, you're just happy for him. He is, I would argue, one of the most likable islanders on the island. But I don't think he's S. He's not impactful enough to be S, in my opinion. If you guys voted for S, I wouldn't argue. But him being the first introvert on the island is so endearing. That too. He is absolutely lovable. He's a very lovable character. He's not like, you know, he's not like, you know, leading the show or anything. I doubt people are like joining Tomodachi streams like, oh boy, I can't wait to see what Popo get up to. But you always like to see him. He's an incredibly likable, endearing character. And unlike other characters, like, let's say, there are characters here who are likable and not much else, like Wario and 3S Sean, and maybe Jaco to some degree. Unlike those characters, he does have some really funny moments to back that up. He lives in a bathroom. I think that's really funny. He does live in a bathroom. He has a side hustle making fursuits. And even though he's an introvert, he told a bunch of people he loved CBT and was really embarrassed about it. I'm feeling A on this one, but I'm curious. 70% for A tier. And yeah, I agree. This is a good. I totally agree. This is exactly how I feel. He's such a likable character. I 100% agree with this placement. Nana. Somewhat of a tragic character, I must say. Relatively tragic character. Nana is... Now, she has some good moments. She does have some good moments. She shares that same likability as Popo. She didn't get up to as much, but it made sense. Nana being a background character actually worked in her favor, I think. Okay? I think Nana being a background character worked in her favor because that's Nana and Popo's dynamic, right? She's in the background making sure that Popo's happy. And Nana becoming friends with Hugo was really cute. I think that was a really nice bit. They did get in a fight, if I remember correctly, but they made up. And I thought that was nice, because that makes sense for the both of them. They are two characters. I could see Hugo and Nana getting into a fight and then forgiving each other. However, we have to address the elephant in the room. We do have to address the elephant in the room. Nana has one massive downfall. One massive downfall. And that's the fact that she ended up getting with that guy. And is still currently with that guy. That's really rough. That is a huge stain on an otherwise nice record. And like, granted, yeah, this is our theory. Our theory is that she did it is because her parents are like pressuring her into relationships. So she went for just like the most uninteresting, like boring guy on the island. Like completely uncontroversial character. But it's still sad to see. Now, just why is Mario S? Mario is S purely from comedic potential, right? He is a D tier character who results in S-tier comedy. Arguably an F-tier character who results in S-tier comedy. And that I can accept. I'm curious where Nana ends up. B. I agree. I completely agree. Nana is held back severely by the incident with that guy. However, I feel like there's still hope. Okay? There are characters where you genuinely just want the worst for them. Or like you wouldn't care. I think the fact that we were so upset that Nana got into a relationship speaks a lot, right? I think that, like, the fact that we were upset that she got in that relationship shows that we care, right? That shows that she's a likable character. Luke. Luke, again, Luke is in the same boat as, sorry, ignore that thing I just did. Luke is in the same boat, in my opinion, as Freddy Fazbear. Where he doesn't have... Well, actually, no. No, actually, wait, I'm thinking about this now. Luke has more impact on the story than we realize. Luke does have more impact on the story than we realize. I was nearly... Oh, Redneck Tonberry, thank you very much indeed. Luke is incredibly charming. But he does have some plot relevance. There's the whole thing with Juri that he has. Right? There's the whole deal with Juri and him being Harry's true father. Right? He is the island's resident Himbo, which leads to a lot of funny moments. He has some good Season 1 moments, funnily enough. Yeah, he does have some good Season 1 moments, too. Whoa, your pronouns are they, them? Where's the other one of you? Whoa, you're trans? Robots in disguise. You know, that's likable. There is the part where he asks me to stroke his head. I didn't care for that, but it was kind of funny. Led to a funny bit, so we'll forgive him. That was a bit wacky. But all things being said, he's dumb, he's funny. Luke honestly feels like a sleeper S tier. Shit, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. I did not like Luke in Street Fighter till Tomodachi. A tier funny man, if not S. I totally agree. Oh yeah, if the game mod happens, we are so adding Jamie. It's unbelievable. He is such a his pronouns are they them type character. There is the thing with Juri. He has some very funny moments. He loves his basketball. If I remember right, he's also really funny in quirky questions. He has some very, very good quirky questions moments. Luke going from SF5 to now is genuinely the biggest comeback for any character ever. Oh yeah. Yo, I wonder... What if we add SF5 Luke? Because, no, maybe that's a bit out there. Anyway, let's see where he ends up. Whoa! I didn't see this coming! Awesome! I thought I was pretty certain Luke was going to be an A tier character. But I'm happy to see him in S. This makes me happy. Oh, he does have two... Is he the one with the 2 terabyte folder of Peach feet pics? I think that was that guy and Mario. Mario has them, and that guy has them. Luke... I think... Did Daisy have them? Shit, if Daisy had them, maybe we gotta bump her up. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Luke had them. Hello, Large Yellow. I'm really a large fan of your work on YouTube, and I'm much better with Remy Street Fighter than I was since watching your video about him. Anyway, whatever this is, I love it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Do they have the same 2 terabyte folder? Yeah, maybe they're sharing it. Right. This one is, in my opinion, a winner. So, Madeline in Season 1, not that interesting. Madeline, but then again, she doesn't have that much time to come into herself in Season 1. She was a late Season 1 addition, so you can't really blame her for not getting up to much in Season 1, I don't think. Do you think Mario has a particularly rancid one? That guy just goes like, dude, what the fuck? Oh my god. Well, we've discussed it. Mario has the AI-generated ones, so God knows what happens there. She has some, yeah, characters from here on out are basically Season 2 characters. In a way, yeah. I can't believe Samus was the last Season 1 edition. It's very interesting. Madeline has some great moments. She has some great interactions with Goldlewis. She gets the real house. She gets the strawberry hat. That's funny. She calls Chun-Li a dog, which is, like, really fucking mean, but still kind of funny. I don't know, Madeline's a character where I don't have a ton to say about her, but I would rank her above other characters that I don't have a ton to say about. I think she's distinctly very likable. You know what I mean? For me, she's like B+, A-. I like her. She doesn't she's a bit lacking in funny moments, but she's winning in terms of good moments. B+? Yeah, she's like B+, A-. I totally see it. She is endearing. She's likable. She has some good interactions with other characters like Goldlewis. All things considered, though, not like the funniest character on the island, but still a winner nonetheless. Absolutely a winner. Easily in the top half of the cast, in my opinion. Easily. So let's see what you people think. B. 60% for B. And closer to A than C. I 100% agree. I think this is a good placement. Madeline and B. I get it. Pepino. Oh, why is Mario an S? Mario is an S purely because he's an F-tier character who results in S-tier comedy. I, personally speaking, I think Pepino is the first non-human character, like, non-obvious pick. Okay, hang on, let me just type this first. Personally speaking, I think Pepino is the first non-awful character who is a contender for D tier. What has he done? What has he done? Like, near the end of Season 2, he gets some funny moments, but they're all... I remember it, yeah. Every single Pepino funny moment near the end of Season 2 is just my brother in Christ Ohio Riz jokes. That's all he is. That's what he's been reduced to. Is he friends with Madeline? That's handy. If he's friends with Madeline, that's kind of big. He is the definition of a filler character. I kind of, like, I well and truly don't give a shit about him, right? Markiplier 2? I like Markiplier more, personally. Yeah. I don't know. I would put him in D tier. I personally would put him in D tier. I wouldn't argue if people put him in C. There was some stuff in Season 1 where we, like, gave him pizza... And also he doesn't like pizza, if I remember. No, we fed him pizza and he only kinda liked it. And our theory was that, like, oh, he's just very snooty about pizza. He's very fucking snooty about his pizza. He'd eat pizza and be like, oh, this is pizza, but, like, it's better now. Yeah, Markiplier, I think, is a good character. I like Markiplier. He was only there because Pizza Tower was the topical funny game at the end of Season 1. Shit, you're not even that kind of wrong. Wow, that's a very good point. It says a lot to how interested I am in Pepino when I never even gave him the opportunity to cook. He has been spared from D tier. C tier. I think that makes sense. The one thing saving Pepino is a handful of funny moments and the fact that he's not evil. It's a good game. No, absolutely, I agree. It is a good game. But, like, Pepino's just a character that I never feel inclined to check up on him. You know what I mean? We will have him cook in Season 3, though. We gotta at least do that. You know? There's hope for him. Samus. You know, when I was watching back the streams to make the supercard, I do tend to get a bit flustered by Samus, even in Mii form. I noticed I was doing that a lot. Samus is like a sleeper high tier in my book. Samus is great. She doesn't... The thing with Samus, this might sound strange, right? Samus doesn't interact with other islanders basically at all. But her interactions when we check up on her are really good. You feel what I mean? You feel me? I can't think of a single instance of Samus interacting with other members of the cast. But I still like her, and I like what she's gotten up to. I think she's B or A. Samus is a fit 6'3" mommy. She doesn't need to try to fluster most people. You are correct. Yeah, she's disconnected from everyone else, but that makes her stand out more. Yeah, she is actually quite a unique character. She's a likable character. She's always slaying. And she's just funny. I think if she becomes friends with 5V, that could cause her to skyrocket. That could change everything. There is a lot of potential with Samus, but even though she hasn't done a whole lot, I think she's uniquely very good. There's that part, and interestingly, listen, she may not be friends with 5V, but she did make that dress that 5V wears. She did make that. She did make that. Did the game mode release already? No, I don't believe it has. Not for a while, I would say. She's always slaying. She's always cool. You're always happy to check up on her. There's not a lot to Samus, but I like her. I would be happy with A or B. If you put her in C, I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed if you put her in C. But I like her. A, wow! Very solid A too. That's a very definitive, no C or D. Thank you, babes. You're so right. You're so real for that. Chat, that was a W moment on your part, chat. Epic chat W. Guys, can we get a W in the chat for an epic chat W moment? Oh, God. Fuck. Oh, it's kids' time. I completely fucking forgot. This is Sophia, right? Okay. The word tryhard is inappropriate to try... What, really? That's so bizarre. We just skip. How about we do... Tell you what, for the kids, how about we do 1 minute tier lists? Let's do 1 minute tier lists for the kids. You know what's fucked up? There is actually a funny moment with one of the kids, but I don't... There's a funny moment with either Sophia or Megan, and I don't remember which one it is. We check up on them because we're, like, telling ourselves we're going to make more of an effort to check up on the kids. We stare at them for, like, 5 seconds and then just say... We're just like, hi! And then we stare at them for 5 seconds and then we're like, bye. Phone died after that guy. Came back to see Pepino in C tier and Mario in S tier. What happened? Mario is in S tier solely because of comedy. You know, he's an F tier character who leads to S tier funny moments. Pepino has done not enough, right? Not enough to be any higher. Scrunguschu is here, don't worry. I know they're not on the left. It's chat hours, but yeah. Harry is the funniest kid. I would agree, actually. I think Harry is saved somewhat from just being a punching bag. That being said, Sophia... Sophia is definitively the second best kid. C, I agree. I would have actually disagreed with it. Wow, yes, it was close too. I would have actually disagreed with a D tier placement. I would have disagreed with a D tier placement solely because Sophia is so much higher than Megan. Sophia is clearly above Megan in my book, right? She has had interactions with the cast. We visited her a couple times. There's been some nice moments. She gets on well with her parents, which is like the bar's not super high, But I think she's carried a bit by being the first kid as well. I think C makes sense. Engineer. For me... Now guys, I'll be real. Pepino might have escaped. Pepino might have escaped. I don't think there's that much saving Engineer from D tier. For me, he's D tier. Engineer is disappointing. Not very funny. He ate bacon. It was kind of funny. He's just kind of a weirdo background character who's lacking like those few funny moments that Pepino has. The musical bombed. Yeah. I wanted that. I wanted the musical to work so bad. I didn't even include it in the supercut because like it was like, yeah, they just didn't quite hit. It didn't quite hit. I think the musical actually drags him down. I think that actually hurts him. I just realized I put on a 1-minute poll for Engineer by accident. I don't care. And there's also the fact that he was added to, like, he was added before Elfelt, Morlandina, Olimar. How the fuck do you compete with that? How do you compete with that? How? It's a tie between C and D. He is spared from D tier solely because of the... Wait, since it was tied and I can't vote, mine was D. Ooh, wait. If we count your vote, then that's it, dude. Twitch doesn't want Engineer. Twitch was denying the truth about Engineer. Twitch was denying the truth. So yeah, Engineers, I put him in C because that was technically where he was, but if we count your vote too, we have our first non-fucked up D tier. If it's a tie, then you should have the streamer make a vote. Well, in my opinion, he is D. So this works in both ways. I'm sorry, Engineer. Also, yeah, I think he's got some weird friends too. I think he's friends with Harry. We have our first D for dud rather than D for despicable. I totally agree. You're so right. However, we get to bring it all the way back with an absolute fucking winner. There is no doubt in my mind that Elfelt is S tier. Elfelt is incredible. I love her so much. Granted, a lot of her best moments come from interacting with Bridget. Okay? So you could argue that she's carried by Bridget. That being said, she's still responsible for so many good moments. She was the most expensive islander for a while, right? And unlike Bridget, she's funny, incredibly funny and likable without a relationship, right? A lot of great Bridget moments come from the fact that she's in a relationship with Sol. Elfelt doesn't have a ton of friends, and she's not in a relationship, yet we still get so many great moments out of her, right? She's awesome. She's really good on quirky questions as well. There was that bit where she said she preferred fishing to herself, which was kind of fucked up, but still. Also, now that I think about it, oh yeah, when you saw a dog was friends with Engineer and said, how more divorced could you get? It was a funny moment. Yeah, that's true. Does that... I don't think it saves him. I think if anything, that just kind of like locks him down. Yeah, Elfelt is like such an easy S for me, right? Funny, likable, cute. The only thing holding her back is that she's been in that dress ever since she got here, and the shoes look stupid. That's it. I love her. I love Elfelt. Easiest S of all time. I think it's the easiest S of all time behind Bridget. The easiest S of all time behind Bridget. Hugging my oh, I can't pronounce the... I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the shark. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna do the funny YouTuber thing where you deliberately, like, fumble mispronouncing something in a different language. Hey guys, today we're gonna be checking out this video game from Japan. But anyways, yeah, Elfeld is a, Elfeld's baby girl. What do I say? She's baby girl. Where'd you put it? I agree. I agree that she's S tier. But I'm surprised that it's by such a small margin. Okay, so this is a big margin. But I'm surprised it's only by 67%, right? I'm surprised it's only 67. That being said, she's still S tier and I'm happy. Guys. I know I said I wouldn't, like, influence your decisions and shit. But you better not fucking let my mans down, okay? You better not fucking let my mans down. Moorlander is, in my opinion, maybe not my favorite islander. But he is the biggest surprise winner. He is... There is no character in the entire series that I was, like, as shocked by as Moorlander, right? He is so much better than he has any right to be. He had a shaky start. He had a shaky fucking start. There's no denying it. But his comeback is so fucking incredible. He has the best comeback in the series. And a big part of why... Like, obviously, people are talking about, like, oh, I want Mario to have a redemption arc. I want Mario to have a redemption arc. Haha. Not obviously, I don't want that because Mario being a punching bag is funny. But another reason I don't want that is because there is absolutely no way in hell it can compare to Moorlander's redemption arc. You cannot compete with Moorlander's comeback. He has everything. He has everything. He is funny. He is likable. He is endearing. He doesn't have a relationship. But if anything, I think that makes it stronger, right? He's independent. He's gone through this journey entirely on his own, and he's turned out as well as he has. And not only that, even at his worst, right? Like after his introduction, when he was still very much a crypto bro, he was never malicious. He never dragged anyone down to his level. He was still distinctly above the likes of Mario. He always had a cheerful attitude at his lowest point, and that's a big part of what, like, made him so likable and what made you want to root for him. He is... You know what? I'm gonna fucking say it. Moorlander is the protagonist of Tomodachi Life Season 2. He is the protagonist. He's not my favorite islander, but I love him. 95% for S tier. Holy shit. The exact same rank as Bridget. I couldn't fucking agree more. And that means at the end of the stream, both of them are going in S+ at the end of the stream. Have you considered he's a crypto bro? Ex-crypto bro. Ex-crypto bro. Okay? Now, I know there's a bit in the very last episode. Where he does mention still being into crypto during, like, quirky questions, I think. However, I fully believe that he is not investing his remaining crypto anywhere. I fully believe that he's going to spend whatever crypto he has and then never touch it again. He is, without a doubt, one of the most likable characters on the island. He is, in my opinion, the protagonist of Season 2. And it's weird, the fact, you know what's crazy? Moorlander doesn't interact with other characters all that much, but I think that makes him stronger on his own, because he doesn't need other characters. On his own, he's one of the most compelling islanders, right? And when he does interact with other characters, it's actually interesting, right? Like, when he interacts with Mario, and you're like, shit, maybe he's trying to help Mario, you know? It's interesting. Now, it's going to be hard to follow up Moorlander. But I think Olimar is another phenomenal islander. I really like Olimar. Now, I do think Olimar is a little lacking in funny moments. He has some. He has the funny fursuit, I guess. But I think Olimar is carried quite a lot by Jolimar, or Jolimar, if you will. Shit, where was JP? JP was here, I think. Yeah. I really want him to get together with JP. And again, Olimar has done nothing wrong, right? He's not the funniest Islander, but he is one of the most likable. And in fact, the worst thing that Olimar does, the biggest issue with Olimar, isn't anything he does to anyone else, it's his self-doubt. There's weirdly quite a lot of points where Olimar doubts himself, right? Do you remember, you remember that bit where Olimar became a furry and now he's completely cracked at games, was in the top 10 best lines you've said in the series, thank you. Yeah, he'd be a Pikmin 1 speedrunner. Easy. He could do that task, like doing the Forest Naval in one day with just blue Pikmin. But anyways, Olimar's biggest weakness is the self-doubt, right? Like the moment in the cafe with Scrunguschu, I think it is, where he's like asking over and over again, like, how can I make myself more beautiful? How do you know when you're really in love? And even then, that doesn't make him weaker as a character, that makes him more endearing, and it makes you want to see him succeed more. Olimar, I think, deserves the world. His only weaknesses are his self-doubt, which arguably is not a weakness. It makes him, it makes you want to see him win more, and his lack of funny moments. But I don't think every Islander needs to be funny. I really don't think so. He's one of the Islanders that I am the most excited for in Season 3, personally. I'm curious where he ends up. I'm kind of shocked. I am actually a little shocked. I well and truly thought he was going to be an S tier. I really thought he was going to be an S tier. But I can see this too. This does make sense in its own right. For me, he's S tier. But I can settle for this, absolutely. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Markiplier is a return to form, I think. Markiplier is very much one of those Freddy Fazbear type Islanders where they don't contribute a whole lot other than funny moments. Granted, if he gets with Chica, that's like an auto S tier, and they are friends. Do keep in mind, they are friends. Markiplier and Chica are friends, and that's big. That's big. He has some very funny moments. He does... There is an argument for him being one of the most powerful Islanders. He does kind of end episode 4 of Season 2. He does kind of bring about the end of Part 4 with his candy floss that causes the power to go out. That's a good bit. I like that. Mark's holiday in Cambodia made the music nerd in me chuckle. Yeah, the holiday in Cambodia is also a good bit. I enjoy that. Destroyed Luke and Juri's kid. Good. Holy fuck, you're right. No, wait, you're completely right. I completely forgot that. That's a good point. No, Markiplier's power cut erases quite a lot. Now, granted, Markiplier causing the power cut does erase Testament and Chip from existence. We get them back. We do get them back, but that might be something you hold against him. He does erase Juri and Ed's second child from existence, right? However, Markiplier causes the timeline split with his candy floss that causes Ed and Juri's second child to never be conceived. Now, granted, that could be a good thing. You could see that as a good thing. However, you might also be put off by what he did to these two. However, I don't know. I remember that. Yeah, Isaac crashing the Tomodachi livestream. I'm curious where Markiplier ends up. B. Valid. I'm surprised there's more votes for C than S. I won't lie. But yeah, I think that's fair. We haven't had a B tier in a while, and I think Markiplier is the perfect fit for it. Speaking of perfect, God. I think 5-volt is in a very similar boat to Olimar, right? She admittedly has some things that drag her down. I do think she has some things that drag her down. She's a bit fucking mean to me. She's a bit fucking mean to me, okay? Right? She's very demanding. She loses her stupid fucking candle. However, her little lesbian journey with Chun-Li is incredible. Right? She is arguably a big part of why Chun was so close to getting B. The bit with her ending up in... Okay, now this is what I was talking about earlier. This is like, now we're getting into like Vinny Vinesauce chat territory. Not that I can blame you. Not that I can blame you. I agree. I see it. I see the vision. I really do. I really do. The thing is there anything holding 5V back? I don't think so. I don't think the few moments where she's kind of rude to me early on impact her enough to bring her down, right? You feel me? You really want to see her and Chun make it work, which unfortunately in this version they can't, but time will come, time will come. However, there is the incident with Daisy, which does not hurt. That does not hurt 5V in any capacity. I don't think that is Daisy's fault. Fuck, I basically missed this. Don't worry, I'll get the VOD of this up ASAP. And we still got some winners left. There's still some winners. Kind of a MILF reblog. Yeah, I think she has a kind of MILF status among the community. I like 5V a lot. I personally don't know if I'd put 5V in S. I would be of the opinion... Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let me check. Yeah. This makes sense. No one's saying C or D, thank fuck. Personally, I think if Olimar's A, then 5V is A. I think it would be a bit mean to put 5V in S and not Olimar, right? I think if you're down for this, alright, you need to be down for this, okay? I consider these of equal importance, okay? What's this Bob Ross-ass music? Bear with me. This is a remix of... of the ending from Mega Man 3. There we go. Imagine if we vote for who comes to the island in Season 3 at the end of the stream. That's a good point. Well, the thing is, I am adding Edgeworth and Francisca, and no one can fucking stop me. I'm adding a third character. Maybe one character. I'll let you pick one character. Because there are 3 characters I already have in mind, alright? And I'm not budging on that. This little fucker. Okay? Yeah. Yowie, exactly. Edgeworth and Francisca are guaranteed. There's a third character that I'm not telling. We might add more Ace Attorney characters down the line. I think, I'm not sure why, but this really gets me. This really gets me. This first time chat saying Harry Sweep. Thank you, Booster Seed. I really appreciate that. Followed up immediately by just pathetic little man. I really like that bit. Anyways, yes, /poll. Harry. Harry. What are we going to do with you? I can see Harry being in... You can't add Edgeworth or not Phoenix, his wife. Oh, Phoenix is already on the island. That's another thing I have to do. I need to change Phoenix's name. Because a lot of people didn't understand. I called him Nick, which is what Maya calls him. But, like, people didn't pick up on it. So I should probably change that. Holy fuck, you just hit the nail on the head. Harry is just Big Smellow, but way worse and slightly less goblin. Yeah, you will never be her. You will never be her. Oh my fuck, oh my god. Why is Chun so low? I know. If it makes you feel any better, Chun was actually a tie, okay? Chun was a tie between B and C. and only ended up in C because one person voted for her to be in D, but no one voted for her to be S or A. So she's like an unofficial C+. But yeah, I think Chun-Li is just carried by 5-volt. But we still... And I get the Mario incident is funny. The Mario incident is funny too. I think I was just not talking about Harry. We're just waiting for this fucking vote to be over. Harry is like... The only interesting thing about Harry is his like weird quirk where he wants to be friends with all the dads. He's friends with... Well, Urien is his dad. So like there's that. He's friends with Cliff. He's friends with Goldlewis. I think he's friends with Oro too. He's friends with Doug. Harry is slightly better than his dad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you implying Harry above Urien? Wait, sorry. Wait, Harry is... No, my bad, sorry. Harry is Ed Sheeran's child, my bad. I nearly got mad as hell for a minute. My bad. Apologies. I didn't mean to say such things. I didn't mean to accuse you of something like that. C. Yeah. I can see it. Who the... There's the Harry sweep coming in again. 3 people. Harry sweep. Yeah. Nostalgia Critic is the greatest villain in history. Why is he so low? You kind of asked... You kind of answered your own question, right? Like, dude, what this man did to the Brickster... Come on. I may have lost the battle, but not the war. Oh, I love this guy who just showed up to vouch for Harry. And is still, despite everything, is still vouching for him. Guys, I know there's one person who fucking loves this guy, but realistically, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Right. Like, do we... If he was more active, he'd be funny. But no, this is the thing, like, listen, I know we haven't interacted with him a lot. But when we have interacted with him, he's not funny. I think he is arguably worse than Pepino, right? Because when we've interacted with Alex Yick, has he really been that funny? Right? Like, realistically, what has he done that's that funny? Right? He likes squidding spaghetti. The only interesting thing about him is the fact that he hated everything we gave him for a while. The only foods we've given him that he liked are honey and squidding spaghetti. God, people are saying E tier. Okay, if we get like a Bridget more land in a scenario, at the very end of the stream, I'll make D-. Maybe F even. Maybe. If it's 95%, I'll make F. Anything like... If he's the most disliked Islander, I'll do it. Yeah, I don't think he likes tea. I think it was just honey and pasta. He hasn't had any funny moments. Not in quirky questions. Nowhere else. That being said, is he realistically worse than that guy? I'm starting to think Engineer is like a D+ character. It's weird to put Alex in the same yick as what the fuck did I just say? It's weird to put him in the same tier as Engineer, but at the same time, I do think he kind of like sucks and belongs there. Wow. Is that the biggest majority? Yeah, I don't think he's worse than that guy, so I don't think we can warrant having a... I don't think he warrants his own tier. Right? You get me? I don't think he warrants his own tier. I will say, I think Engineer is better than Alex Yick. Not by much, but did something. Next up, JP, baby. Okay. I'm actually not sure where JP is ending up. I'm not sure if people are as on board with JP as I am. I think JP has some very funny moments. He's got some very funny moments. The obvious thing carrying JP is Jolimar. Old Man Yowie even, yeah. Jolimar does wonders for this character. Did you just spell DILF wrong? I don't remember many JP moments. That being said, no, listen. I don't remember that many JP moments either, other than, like you said, making tea with the frying pan is funny. He doesn't have that many funny moments, but I think that works. One, that's the type of character JP is. It's in character for JP to not have that many, like... Actually, the ship name for JP Olimar being OP is actually very funny. That works on 2 levels. He's strangely like himself in the game. Yeah, he's very subdued. Right? He doesn't get up to much. But that's, like, he has funny moments, like the tea incident. Like, he's not over the top funny, but he has funny moments. He mostly keeps to himself, but that works. That's in character for him. And, of course, carried a ton by OP/Jolimar. Right? The fact that he, like, mostly confides in himself, but, of course, is, like, as good of a friend, friends, is as good of a friend with Olimar as he is, I think that does tons for him. I think that's massive. We should give the last couple of Islanders a bit of slack for having less time to do things. I agree. Honestly, though, I won't lie. The only Islander that I really feel has done nothing is... Well, actually, no. Even... Phoenix is the one that you gotta give the most wiggle room for being new. But even then, he has one funny moment that I can think of. 2, actually, no, he has... Actually, shit. Phoenix Wright is funny. Freddy B, the S-Strike is the funniest part of Season 1. Hey! Okay, let's see. Yeah, I agree. Easy A tier. Easy A tier. I know we've been doing this in order, but do you guys... can we just, like, do this? Do you guys mind if I just do this? Just to be nice. No, Freddy is in B, pretty much just because all he is funny, right? That's all he is. He doesn't, like, he is a very funny Islander, but that's all he is. He's only funny, which is still a good thing to be. Don't get me wrong. But, oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. I think we have to give Phoenix a little credit because he actually does have some fun moments now that I think about it. Megan. I'm stunned that I remembered all these characters' names. I think this calls for a 1-minute poll. This calls for a 1-minute poll. Megan is, in my book, the... Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Phoenix has great moments. He has the bit where... Well, actually, realistically, Phoenix only has one moment. Okay? But it's a really good one. He denies that he's into Edgeworth like 3 times during Quirky Questions. Then we immediately go to the beach and see him sitting on the beach, just staring off into the sunset. And that is one of, like, the low-key best moments in that episode, I think. For someone who just showed up, that's a really good moment. Yeah, she is the worst child. She is the worst child. There's, like, no arguing it, in my opinion. Harry is, like, a pathetic piece of shit. Well, not a piece of shit, he's just kind of pathetic, and that inherently makes him a little funny. I don't even think that Urien and I don't think Sephiroth likes her. You know? Meh. Yeah, you're so right, actually. Holy fuck. We've got our first D-tier child. I'm not surprised. You know what? I think you guys did a better job than me on this. Okay? And I'll tell you why. In my tier list, I think I dumped all the children into the one tier. But realistically, Megan is a step below the other 2 kids. Realistically, Megan is below the other 2 kids. Chip Xanath. Chip, for being one of the newer Islanders, Chip is interesting. I feel like Chip gets less screen time than the likes of Testament, maybe? Maybe. Does Hugo... Hugo's up in the air. I'm not sure about Hugo. However, Chip has some fucking wonderful moments. Oh, sorry. 2 minutes. I'm so intelligent. I'm sorry. Duh. My bad. Okay. So, what does Chip have going for him? The first thing that Chip has going for him is that he has some of that himbo energy that Luke has. Maybe not to the same degree. There is obviously that really, really funny moment. There's that really funny moment, right? First off, the idea, just, I think I like his me design. I like that, he's dressed the way he is despite being the president. I don't remember this Chip, he looks so femme. Yeah, this is Chip during his outro in Exit. He's got feeble little slut glasses. I kind of love them. He gets points for the fact that he used the glasses. I agree. Okay, so anyways, things Chip has going for him. The Judgment Bay moment. That moment is the only Judgment Bay moment that rivals boobs. That's the only thing that comes close to the Bridget boob sniffer moment. Bridget boob sniffer is like a top 5 moment. But the fucking moment where Chip is the only person to vote for something. He goes off on his own while everyone else on the island is like, oh yeah, I like the other thing. And then he's like, yeah, I followed the crowd. That's like legitimately one of the best moments in the series. That's so good. He also has weirdly very good moments in Quirky Questions. We have that part where we're like interrogating Bridget over the Elfelt sock allegations, and she says nothing, and Chip's just like, fuck yeah, dude, give me those. Nom 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 nom. You know? I shouldn't, I don't know why I said that. Now I'm imagining Chip saying it, and I'm uncomfortable. Chip, I don't like that. Spambot? Is that? That's that's boobs.exe. That's not a spam bot. Chip needs more screen time, I agree. He's carried by his funny design, funny glasses, and some epic moments. Chip wouldn't say that. Yeah, Chip would not say that. He would say Itatakimasu, or however the fuck you say it. A. I agree. Although, weirdly, it is interesting that he's a high A. Who's voting D? Who the fuck is putting Chip in D? Oh, wait, sorry, people were voting for... No one voted Chip for S. That's interesting. I figured, like, 1 or 2 people would vote Chip for S. Testament. Testament is Sorry, I nearly typed Testament. I'm so smart. I feel like Testament doesn't get up to a ton. They get deleted along with Chip in that one, in the Markiplier power cut incident. They do have some nice... They do get to become friends with Elfelt. That's big. They have some nice... The fact that they're friends with Cliff is huge. That's massive. Again, people are already pointing this out. Testament is lacking in the funny moments department, but is carried by being extremely game accurate. They're pretty. They're friends with Cliff and Elfelt, right? And like, the fact that they kind of sit around and do nothing all day is actually like, that's what Testament would fucking do, right? Testament's entire thing is that they're just a bad bitch who lays around all day and does whatever the fuck they want and has like a million hobbies. They're in the Samus camp. Yeah, I agree. They're in the Samus camp, but I think Testament is the tier above I think Testament is the tier above Samus. I think Testament has an argument for S. Right? I think Testament is either A or S. And you also gotta remember, like, not only is Testament already good for just being, like, extremely likable, being non-binary baddie with a 3DS, being game accurate, not only do they have all this going for them, but they've done nothing wrong, right? They've done nothing to drag themselves down, and they're a late addition. They've done all this despite being a late addition, and I think they deserve a lot of credit for that. Again, someone pointed out there, they are friends with Luke too, which is really funny. That is really funny in my book. Testament being friends with Luke is really funny. I just pulled my headphones onto the floor. You calling them Testy Westy? Yeah, I did call them Testy Westy, and then immediately realized why that was a bad idea. Shit, Testament is, like, one of the best low-key islanders, I think. You couldn't ask me... Luke strikes me as a chaser, though. No! Don't say that. S. I agree. I'm glad that... I wasn't convinced you guys were gonna go for S, but I'm glad you did. Luke is not a chaser. No, I agree Luke is not a chaser. Luke doesn't know what that is. Luke is not... I know, Luke is not a chaser. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but no joke. I'm dead fucking serious. If Luke was exposed to girl cock, he would be like, whoa, I've got one of those too. Right? He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Be nice to him. Chaser, I barely even know her. God damn it. Right? He'd just be down for anything. Yeah, Hugo. I'm glad you guys are on board with Testament. I think Testament is great. Lukestament is the best ship name. I actually think Luke and Testament would work really well. Because I think Testament would be able to appreciate just a complete himbo like Luke. Right? You get me? I'm very curious where Hugo ends up. I think Hugo has been hurt. Sorry. I said Hugo has been hurt. Hugo has been hurt by the Nana that guy incident. He has sustained he has sustained damage from that, right? Okay. Okay. I think if Hugo and Nana worked out, I think he'd be a contender for S. But he just... The game is not in his favor. The game isn't in Hugo's favor. He is fighting against the odds, right? Him becoming friends with Nana was really cute. I'm glad that they became friends. And it was nice when they fought and made up instantly, because that's in character. He has some good quirky questions moments. It's nice that he doesn't... I like that he doesn't have that many haha out there funny moments, because his entire nature is like... His entire thing is like that he's a gentle giant, right? He would be quite subdued and low-key. But again, like we said, the game is not in his favor. If he and Nana worked out, he would have had a great argument for S. I also like his stupid outfit with the hat. I really like his outfit with the hat. It's funny. Also, actually, now that I remember, doesn't Hugo have some nice interactions with Madeline? Or am I misremembering that? I swear he does. His outfit is really funny. I like his outfit where he looks just kind of like a confused old man on holiday. Hugo, one of those islanders who is... Hugo is one of those islanders where he's not that, like, funny. He's not that outwardly funny, but he is extremely likable. And he's been dealt a bad hand. So, I don't think he can be S. Realistically, he's not S, I think. But I'm hoping for the best. A tier. I agree. I think Hugo is a solid A tier islander. I agree. Oh, Madeline is friends with Peter. That's epic, actually. That's pretty good. Here's a guy that I wish was cooler. Duke Power Miners. Oh, sorry, I should clarify. These tiers are not ordered. Tiers are not ordered. Because that would be way too difficult to arrange, right? So the tiers are not ordered. Duke, I would argue, you might disagree with me here, okay? I think Duke is arguably hurt. Out of these last 5 characters, I think Duke might have been hurt the worst by being a late addition. And that might seem weird because he's the least late If that make... Wait, Chief Rock Raiders is a fucking fire idea. Oh my god. I feel like all of these characters, these characters down here, have had a moment. Zappa maybe not. I don't think Zappa's had a moment, but Zappa makes up for it by being pretty, okay? Duke is like... He has a very good bit in Quirky Questions. He has a very good bit in Quirky Questions where, like... Where, like, I think we're asking everyone, like, do they eat Lego crystals? And he, like, I think Bridget, I forget how it goes. Someone confesses to eating Lego crystals, and he's just I think he's the only one who doesn't eat them. And he's just like, what the fuck? Everyone else has been eating them? What the fuck? And he has some other good moments. There's some good moments in his apartment. There was a bit where we tried to only give him Lego foods and then immediately gave up on it. There's that bit where he doesn't know what bisexuality is because he lives in a stupid fucking cave. Oh, yeah, Zappa did, like, 6-0 me in versus match. Which is accurate for Zappa. I don't think Duke is a bad islander. I think Duke, to me, is the definition of, like, C tier. I don't think he has a case for D. I don't think he has a case for D. Because he hasn't done anything awful. But that being said, his funny moments aren't that funny. I'm gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say nothing, right? Sorry, there's a fly. He could go a number of places. He could go. I do really think he's hurt quite a bit by being a late addition, more so than some of these other characters. C. I'm glad that people voted for C and not D. Wow, he is extremely C tier because he's like perfectly average between these two. At the Fly in Season 3. Who knows? Who knows? Alright. This one's interesting. Burenu. Despite being a late addition, I think Neko Arc actually has some stuff going for her. The tap water bit is actually quite funny. I like the tap water bit. Like, there's something off of... Okay, I don't know how to describe this. There's something off about Neko Arc. There's something uniquely off about Neko Arc that I can't quite put my finger on. And it works really well. The bit where she's selling the fucking tap water. The fact that she had a dream... And it was just like it was just her dipping herself into the purple goop over and over. She feels like she knows, yeah. The vibes are off with Neko Arc. But I think that makes sense. She also is, technically speaking, Neko Arc is the most expensive islander. So, Neko Arc is the most creature islander. I actually agree. I would argue she's more creature than Big Smellow. I think Big Smellow is better. Big Smellow has character. Neko Arc isn't a character. Neko Arc is a creature. She is the most expensive islander because she has the space station house. There's a lot of potential for Neko Arc in Season 3, I think. She's kind of fucked up and strange. And that makes sense. I think that makes sense. That works. She's gonna do some shit in Season 3, I just know it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Neko Arc is untierable. Just a non-applicable tier. You know what's crazy? I have no idea where people are gonna put this character. I genuinely don't. I'm not sure where I would put her. And I'm not sure where you lot are gonna put her. Why am I saying you lot? That's very disrespectful. I'm sorry, Chad. You're doing a great job. I'm sorry. I'm actually surprised. I thought Neko Arc... in the back of my mind, I saw... Ooh! Oh, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. I don't know why this is weird to me. This is weird. I don't know why I found this weird. But it's interesting. I can see it, though. I see it. Zappa. Zappa is inherently held back by being a new islander. However, has some good moments. The obvious thing that Zappa has going for them is being pretty. Zappa is very, very pretty. Zappa is pretty, has the bit where they 6-0'd me in Versus match, and they also had the, I think there's something about Zappa's room that's weird. Something about Zappa's room is weird. I don't remember it. There was an incident with Zappa's room. How could I vote for C+? I can see Zappa. Yeah, Zappa is very C+-ish. I think Zappa is a character that we just have to let marinate a bit. Zappa's fingers are fucked up. I never quite noticed that. I think Zappa is very clearly B or C. Which one? I don't know. You know what I might do? Maybe I'm a bit out of line. Do you think at the end of this, once we put Phoenix, is there anyone we want to have a revote on? Okay, well, honestly, I'm curious if people want to have a second vote on Chun-Li. I'm curious. I feel like with the power of hindsight, I think people might have a higher opinion of Chun. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of the loop. Maybe that's a bit... Maybe we shouldn't do that. I'm not sure. Maybe. We'll see. Zappa is interesting. I think Zappa is very clearly B or C. The thing is, Zappa's B... Putting Zappa in B and having Chun in C feels wrong, though. That's like the... That's... You know... Right? You get me? I don't know. I think Zappa might end up being a C tier. Well, actually, maybe Chun is fine. I guess it would be a bit... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. B. Zappa in B. By quite a lot, too. Okay. I think people are voting for Zappa based on potential, which I can actually see. I can see it. Also, yeah, let's do 1 minute votes for these last two. Now, Marissa obviously has one incredible moment. Marissa basically does one thing while she's on the island. However, it's such a perfect thing, right? Right? The one thing that Marissa does is so fucking good. But at the same time, it's just one thing. The bit where she makes, the only thing we did with her was give her a sewing kit to make clothes. And she made a ballet dress for Manon. In preparation for Manon. Right? Like, that's such a good bit. It's the one thing she has going for her. But it's such a good bit. Right? I think that, like, she is hurt by a lack of time. But I like her. I want to see her development. We got a tie between A and B. And not only is that... Okay, I know... Okay, some of you might argue that this means... Okay, Okay, I know there's someone... Someone mentioned this earlier. They're just putting every fighting game character in D. So I think... You know what? I think we actually need to do this. Okay. Can I do an even shorter one? No. Alright. I'm not willing to go with that. Okay? She's either A or B. It's up to you guys. You know what? Let's watch this one live. Let's watch this one in real time. Oh, shit. It's even. Oh, slight edge to A, slight edge to A, slight edge to E. B is bringing it back with the B. Come on, come on. A in the lead once more. A in the lead. 11 for A. 11 for A. B brings it back. Oh, if you force another tie, I'm actually just going to bite you. And not, like, affectionately either. I'm actually just going to be angry and grumpy. Swear to God, if we get another tie, if we get another fucking tie. You better not be making it a tie on purpose. Yeah, what are you going to do about that? Is A-Gang going to bring it back? Is A-Gang going to bring it back? Guys, you're running out of time. You're running out of time. I think B, Marissa goes to B. And I think, realistically, I think that makes sense. I think Marissa being B makes sense. Stop that. Don't say that. I think B makes sense. It's one incredible bit. And I'm excited for her to have more incredible bits so she can move up to here in the future. Okay? I think that's fair. And speaking of incredible bits, again, Phoenix Wright is a character who shows up has one fucking incredible bit, and that's it. The one bit that Phoenix Wright has is kind of incredible. They're also the character that I, like, want to see grow the most, if that makes sense. Just because I'm excited to see what they get up to when Edgeworth is added. But, like, the bit of Edgeworth denying that he's into the bit of Phoenix during Quirky Question denying he's into Edgeworth, like, 3 times. And then us immediately going to the beach after Quirky Questions and seeing him just, like, sitting there on the beach all sad looking, like, with his knees tucked up, staring off into the sunset. It's an incredible bit. And again, it's just one bit. I guess he is realistically in the same boat as Marissa. I think it's just a case of whether the bit is better or worse. Do you think it's a better bit than Marissa's? Do you think it's the same? Do you think it's worse? It's up to you, gamers. A. Oh, okay. Wow. You guys really liked that bit, huh? This is Yowie wins. Yowie wins again. Yowie wins again. Yowie wins again. Oh, so that's it. This is technically the final ranking. However, we do need to make one adjustment. And of course, we do need I think it's only fair we give Chun a second go. I think compared to the Islanders we were ranking her against early on, Chun was quite weak, but I think she deserves a second shot. I think she deserves this. I think Chun deserves this. Yellow, you are the coolest person and you do the weirdest shit. Thank you so dang much. That's my entire vibe. So, is Chun rising to B, or is she staying in C? What do you guys think? You don't think she's in the same tier as Makimu? I can see it, actually. You know what? Let's watch this one live. Oh, I think people like Chun. I think people like Chun. You know what's fucked up, though? If Chun gets in B, then D tier's gonna get cut off. Which is actually really funny. Yeah. I think having a revote on Chun is actually fair. I think some people would maybe be like, oh, what are you doing this for? Yeah, I think this is fine. I agree with this. I think Chun deserves to rise. I think Chun deserves to rise. Oh, wait. Oh! Oh, wait, no, I'm stupid. My bad. Because we took one character out of C. Oh, I like this. Well, I think the less lower tier characters, the better. Should we specify as well that, like, hang on. There we go. Can we, like, do this? I fucked everything up. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. Huge. I think this is perfect. I think this is perfect. This is extraordinarily similar to my own list. If you want me to know... If you're curious what I would change on this list, okay? If you're curious what I would change, I would move me to A. Well, actually, realistically, I would put myself in my own tier that just says non-applicable. I don't think my me is S, but I get it. I would put Cliff in S. I would put Sephiroth in B. I would put Olimar and JP in S. I would probably bump Chip to... You know what, nah, guys? You know better than me. You know better than me. There's one of you. There's one of me. And there's, like, a million of you. So, like, fucking... You know. I'm extremely happy with this. I think this is kind of perfect. What is this song? This song... This is G's theme from Street Fighter V. Good song. More Landiner above Big Yellow? Deserved. You're so cool, you have the power of Lego crystals. There is a Lego crystal, like, on the floor over there, but I don't want to go and pick it up. You dumped Nostalgia Critic? Maybe. Can we vote for the worst character in the series? Actually, wait, do you guys want to do that? Wait, that's actually kind of a really good idea. Let's do one more. An unofficial... I think we can only have 5 responses. Can we just agree that the worst character is not Engineer? Can we make... Engineer is an unofficial D+. There we go. Let's do it. And you know what? Wait, what's this? Oh my, kicking the loser off the island? Holy fuck. I don't know if I'm willing to do that. I don't know. I don't think I want to kick anybody. Yeah, we've just agreed that Engineer is not on the level of these 5. Engineer is, like, unofficially D+. Right? Engineer is unofficially D+. I don't want to kick anybody, I don't think. I'm shocked at the lack of Ed Sheeran votes. I won't lie. Ooh, oh, baby. It's weirdly close. It's weirdly close. I feel like there's going to be like a push at the very end. There's a bunch of people who fucking hate one character who are just going to come through at the very end. I think Nostalgia Critic has it in the bag. Well, well, well. Nostalgia Critic is the worst islander on Kick-Assia Island. What are the fucking odds of that? I'm not going to make another tier for him just because I really like this. You know? Like, we've managed to squeeze everyone perfectly in. But this is... I'm extremely happy with this. It's nice that it all fits on the one screen too. That's pretty epic. So yeah, of course, none of the tiers are ordered. I'm very happy with all of these placements. I'm looking around to see if there's anything I, like, blatantly disagree with, and I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing anything that I, like, really disagree with all that much. Of course, I would like if Pincer was higher. But, you know, that's kind of Pincer's fault. So yeah, this was kind of freaking epic. Do I disagree with Mario? I do and I don't. Mario is simple. Because Mario as a source of comedy is S tier, but as a character, he's the worst. Bridget versus Morlandina for Best Islander. No. You know what? I actually kind of don't want to do that. I think they're both kind of amazing, but because they're perfect for different reasons, right? They're perfect for different reasons. So I kind of don't want to pit them against each other. You feel me? I don't think I want to pit Bridget and Morlandina against each other. They're perfect in their own special way. And I kind of love that. Yeah, I like that. It's like picking between your children. You're so right, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Bridget is the best Season 1 me. Morlandina is the best Season 2 me. That's a great way of looking at it, actually. There you go. Perfect. Perfect way of looking at it. So, yeah. This was epic. This is the wrong one. Hello. Also, speaking of Duke, you know what's fucked up? We put Duke in C tier. He's been on my desk the entire time. I always keep a Lego thing on my desk while I'm editing. Because sometimes I get bored and I'm just like, oh, I'm bored. I want to do, like, I want to fiddle with this now. Just, like, to have something to do. I just like having things on my desk. It makes me happy. You know how it is. So, yeah. Yeah, awkward. Yeah, he was there to see us put him so low. Fucked up. Fucked up. But still, this was extremely fun. I'm glad we did this. I wasn't sure if this would work as a stream. But everything kind of worked perfectly. I want to grab a granite grinder. I would highly recommend it. I think a granite grinder is like the perfect. If you're like vaguely interested in power miners, it's the perfect one to get. Very reasonably priced. Has a cool function. Has a cool alternate build, not the official one, but like the one that I found on Reddit. Oh yeah, Serpent Pikachu. Also, good point. Good point. Guys, do you want to do a vote for who gets added in Season 3? Or will we just kind of... I don't know. I'm not sure. What do we do? Okay, I think the obvious ones are... Let me see. Well, Robo-Kai... I don't think we can do Robo-Kai, because how do you make that? Poison, good one. Okay. Let me see. Manon... Okay, Manon, okay, Jamie we have to add. If the game mode is out, Jamie is happening. Okay, we can do 5. We can do 5. Okay. Okay, that'll do. I think we've got 5. I think we've got 5. Now, I'm not saying that the people who lose this aren't getting added. I'm not saying the people who lose this aren't getting added. They just might get added in later parts. So this just decides the order in which they get added, you know what I mean? Fuck, someone suggested, like, someone, and I forgot it. And I can't see chat now. Damn it. Give me a minute, it'll come to me. Manon. Manon. Okay, so Chief. I remember Chief. Fuck it, let's just have another look. Potemkin. Damn it, there's Potemkin. Who was the other one that someone suggested? Poison! Sorry. Okay, so those are what I'm going with. Okay. Okay, so let's go. So... Fuck. I'm so smart. There, okay. Manon. Proto Man. Chief. Poison. Potemkin. Let's go. And granted, I know people are suggesting other characters as well. Don't worry about it. This is just for the first Islander. What the fuck did I just say? This is just for the first Season 3 Islander. So, just because you're not on this list, have no fear. Have no fear. There's still hope for you. First Season 3 Islander. You know what's cool about Potemkin as well? Is it's going to be the plus R Potemkin design, which is like epic and shit. The Iceland. Yeah, I know. I'm so good at words today. It's fucked up. One character is chosen to be Icelandic. We gotta kill Randy at the end of the stream. Ending with a kill Randy. Yikes. Awkward. Oh, is Chief suffering? Oh, never mind. It goes right back. There we go. Back to 4. Cool. Poison! I love the way you pronounce certain words. It's so funny. Thank you. Wow! What the fuck? Okay. Potemkin? Potemkin? Oh, that sounds like how they say it in excerpt. Potemkin. Or however the fuck. Yeah. Okay, I'm very happy to have Poison. Believe me. I'm happy to have another queen on the island. I'm just surprised that Manon was 4th. You know? I'm surprised we only have 3. You know why? I think people didn't vote for Manon because Manon is a given. Manon is a given. Manon is a given because Marissa's on the island. So they're not voting for Manon now because they know Manon's getting added at some point. And of course, trans rights. You're so right. That too. That's very important. Do I have that emote? I don't know if I have that emote. I don't know how to get emotes. But this is not the Luke cam. I'm being very silly. My hands look fucked up, kind of. I don't know. Jamie and Manon are givens. Absolutely. Well, given a game mod. There is a possibility. Oh, hey, quick question. Have you ever considered starting a Discord server? You know what? I'm going to say no. You know, I've been humming and hawing about it for ages. And I think I'm going to say no. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it would just be a huge source of stress that would, like, cut into the quality of other stuff that I do. And I just don't think it's a good idea. You know? Just all things considered. Yeah. Thanks for all the streams and VODs lately. I've been unable to do much lately because of injury, so it's been appreciated. Hope you get better soon. I do really appreciate it. Valid fingers. Thank you. They've still got that fucked up yellow nail polish on them that's like really crusty and bad, but still. Thank you very much for dropping by. This was a ton of fun. I will be back next week, but there is a possibility that before the next stream there will be a freaking video. So yeah. Think about that. Can I link something Pincer related? Okay, I'm down. Have a solid day. Will do. I will do. But I'm curious to see what the Pincer thingy is. I'll wait for the Pincer thingy. Pincer. Is this the Armored Core Pincer or is this something different? This is the Armored Core Pincer. I've seen this, but I'm extremely happy that it exists. But yeah. Bye. Thanks for dropping by. This was really fun.